All right, guys. Well, we're up and running. This, I don't know how this is going to go. This is just going to be me watching the Oscars with you guys watching me, so we're hanging out together. They got this black and white thing going on, which is kind of cute. Today has gone so wrong. Many things have gone wrong for me today. Good time over at Universal, though. They're showing everybody down there. There's Chadwick Boseman on the carpet. He was looking good. I I guess it's the 90th anniversary, so they're doing this whole classic black and white thing. It's not funny, but it's clever. Yeah, just pointing out that she's got Meryl Streep has got 21 Academy Award nominations. By the way, is this stream working for you guys? Do, 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 do. Oh, Lupita Nyong'o. Anne's making lupia, so very excited about that. And popcorn, apparently.
Is that right now? Just in black and white?
Yeah, they're just doing it in black and white. Oh, here we go. Thank you, honey. Oh, I thought this was fresh. This is from the park.
Yeah, that's good.
It is good. All right, here we go. Now, I'm not the biggest Jimmy Kimmel fan in the world. Well, I thought I did a pretty good job last time. So here's hoping he crushes this opening monologue thing. By the way, let me know. You guys can hear me okay, right? All right. I guess you guys can hear me.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for having me. It is a great honor to be invited back for a second time. It's a great honor to be here among so many talented women and men. Congratulations to all of you. You made it. We're at the Oscars. Some of you will be going home tonight with an Academy Award. What could be better than that? Nothing, right? So, I do want to mention, this year, when you hear your name called, don't get up right away. Give us a minute. We don't want another thing.
They're already making a joke about the La La Land thing from last year.
I've not told the story in public because I wanted to save it for tonight, but here's what happened. This is true. Last year, about a week before the show, the producers asked me if I wanted to do some comedy with the accountants, and I said, no, I don't want to do comedy with the accountants. So then the accountants went ahead and did comedy on their own. And I have to hand it to them. It was hilarious, but it won't happen again. This year, the chairman of PricewaterhouseCoopers said, and I quote, our singular focus will be on the show and delivering the correct envelopes, which is, does make sense.
That was such a clusterfuck last year.
What was your focus the other 89 years? I'm hopeful the things will go smoothly tonight. We can't ruin this one. This is a special year. This is a big one. These are the 90th Academy Awards. This is history happening right here.
Somebody asked on the show the other day, said over under 3.5 jokes about the snafu last year, so they've already got one.
Oscar is here with us. After all the years, after all the awards given for achievements in show business, Oscar is still number one, no question about it. Oscar is the most beloved and respected man in Hollywood, and there's a very good reason why. Just look at him. Keeps his hands where you can see them. Never says a rude word. And most importantly, no penis at all. He is literally a statue of limitations. And that's the kind of men we need more of in this town. Here's how clueless Hollywood is about women. We made a movie called What Women Want, and it starred Mel Gibson.
Okay, that was clever. Poor Mel. They're going after Mel already.
No doubt aware, took action last year to expel Harvey Weinstein from their ranks. There were a lot of great nominees, but Harvey deserved it the most. And, oh, that's nice. That's very sweet. So, I'm sure he'll appreciate that applause. The Academy kicked him out, and after they did, I was curious, so I looked it up. You know, the only other person to be expelled from the Academy ever was a character actor named Carmine Corritti. In 2004, he was kicked out for sharing screeners. Carmine Corritti got the same
I remember that
as
guy.
Harvey Weinstein for giving his neighbor a copy of Seabiscuit on VHS. But what happened with Harvey and what's happening all over was long overdue. We can't let bad behavior slide anymore. The world is watching us. We need to set an example. And the truth is, if we are successful here, if we can work together to stop sexual harassment in the workplace, if we can do that, women will only have to deal with harassment all the time at every other place they go. Over the course of this evening, I hope you will listen to many brave and outspoken supporters of movements like Me Too and Time's Up and Never Again, because what they're doing is important. Things are changing for the better. They're making sure of that. It is positive change. This is a night for positivity, and our plan is to shine a light on a group of outstanding and inspiring films, each and every one of which got covered by Black Panther this weekend. The success of Black Panther
Danny looks
is
good.
one of many positive stories this year, especially for African Americans and Bob Iger. Black Panther and Wonder Woman were massive hits, which is almost miraculous because I remember a time when the major studios didn't believe a woman or a minority could open a superhero movie. And the reason I remember that time is because it was March of last year.
Okay, that's clever.
But this year we have a lot to celebrate. Ceilings have been shattered. Ceilings in screenwriting. We have our first ever female nominee for cinematography.
I didn't realize that. First female nominee for cinematography. I didn't know that.
So many of tonight's nominees are making history. And in fact, if you are a nominee tonight who isn't making history, shame on you. Greta Gerwig is the first woman to be nominated for a director in 8 years. And that's important. Only 11% of movies are
I thought I was about to say Greta Gerwig is the first nomination for a woman director, period. But then he paused and said, in 8 years. Okay, so I was going to say, okay, because there have been some winners, by the way.
And Michelle Williams. We all know the story. Mark Wahlberg was paid $1.5 million to reshoot his scenes, while Michelle Williams, for her reshoots, got per diem. She was paid $80 a day for the same thing. And what made it especially unfair is that Mark and Michelle are represented by the same agency. And I have to admit, this story really surprised me. This one shook me because if we can't trust agents, who can we trust? To his credit, Mark Wahlberg announced he would be donating all $1.5 million to the Time's Up Legal Defense Fund. So I guess now the ball's in your court, Michelle. What are you going to do with that $80? In the meantime,
I love Michelle Williams.
Congratulations are in order for the kid from Comedy Central, Jordan Peele, who had a huge success with his movie Get Out. Jordan is only the third person in 90 years to be nominated for directing, writing, and Best Picture for his debut film. What a debut it was. None other than President Trump called Get Out the best first 3 quarters of a movie this year.
Wow.
Margot Robbie had a great year too. Margot scored her first nomination for her portrayal of Tanya Harding in I, Tonya.
Yeah, she's not my Margot Robbie's not my pick to win, but she was so good in I, Tonya.
Harding had to break to get this dream casting because, that was, if they made a movie about my life, best case scenario, I'd be played by Jim Belushi. Another exceptionally gifted young actor who is nominated for the first time is Timothy Chalamet. He looks very dashing tonight. Wow, look at that cup. Are you having fun, Timothy? This is a big deal. Timothy is missing Paw Patrol to be here tonight. Don't worry, Ryder and his team of pups saved the day. So, Timothy is the star of a small but powerful story called Call Me By Your Name, which did not make a lot of money.
I think Zendaya and Tom Holland are sitting together.
Oh, are they? I didn't see that. Anne was pointing out that she thought she saw Zendaya and Tom Holland sitting together.
Call Me By Your Name for money. We make them to upset Mike Pence.
See, right there.
Oh. Zendaya and Tom Holland.
On the other end of the abacus, we have our oldest acting nominee ever, the magnificent Christopher Plummer.
Yeah.
Is he gonna win?
No, Christopher Plummer won't win.
Chris, maybe this is not the place. There's something I want to be asking. How does Lin-Manuel Miranda compare to the real Alexander Hamilton? And once again, right here in the front row, maybe the greatest actor of all time, Meryl Streep is here with us. She earned her 21st Oscar nomination.
Still can't believe that. 21 Oscar nominations.
The longest she ever went without being nominated was from 1992 to 1995. And that's only because those were the years she was in prison. And that, I think, is amazing. The most nominated movie tonight, a film that's up for 13 Oscars, is The Shape of Water, written and directed by
13 nominations for Shape of Water.
wonderful man. Congratulations, I'm very happy for you. You made a beautiful
I'm guessing
movie.
3 or 4. 3 or 4 Oscars for Shape of Water tonight, I think. I mean, that's what I'm guessing.
Women started dating fish. Okay, before we start handing out the awards, some history, because we're going to do things a little bit differently. The first Oscar ceremony lasted, and this is
Come on, get to the awards.
15 minutes from beginning to end. And people still complain. But so if you do win an Oscar tonight, we want you to give a speech, and we want you to say whatever you feel needs to be said. Speak from the heart. We want passion. You have an opportunity and a platform to remind millions of people about important things like equal rights and equal treatment. If you want to encourage others to join the amazing students at Parkland at their march on the 24th, do that. If you want to thank a favorite teacher, do that. Or maybe you just want to thank your parents.
Lumpia.
You don't have to change the world. Do whatever you want. But with that said, this is a really long show. So here's what we're going to do. Not saying you shouldn't give a long speech, but whoever gives the shortest speech tonight will go home with. Johnny, tell them what they'll win. It's a brand new jet ski.
That's really the guy.
Is that really the guy's voice?
Yeah.
The #1 choice for watercraft enthusiasts.
Oh, and it's the guy,
Oh my God.
Helen Mirren, being the Price is
That's
Right
awesome.
girl.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you, John. Helen Mirren not included. So
I love these. And makes these. What are these like? How would you describe lumpia?
Filipino version of egg rolls.
Filipino version egg rolls. These are delicious.
This is not a joke. I will be timing you. I have a stopwatch. The moment you are handed that Oscar, the clock will start ticking. So get up here, grab it, and go. And in the unlikely event of a tie, I need to say the jet ski will be awarded to Christopher Plummer. Let's get the show going. Our first category of the evening is Best Supporting Actor.
All right.
Oh wow, here we go.
Getting back to the traditional thing, Best Supporting Actor is the first category. Should have been Patrick Stewart. We know this, but
You know what the secret of life is. A real loser is so afraid of not winning, they don't even try.
so let me get this straight.
And lift the media.
They're already complaining that their show's too long, but they're going to do some big kind of musical montage for every category. Is that what they're going to do?
Run for president. You know,
They just finished talking about how the show is too long, and they're going to do a montage to open every category.
Well, maybe just the major
I'm
ones.
sorry to disagree with you. You know your problem?
Maybe.
You don't like winners. There's always one joker who thinks he's smarter than me. I'm just ahead of that curve. At some point, you gotta decide for yourself who you're gonna be. You can do anything you want. You are bound by nothing. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome last year's winner for Best Actress in a Supporting Role, Viola Davis.
She apparently has to walk very slow in that dress. She doesn't have a lot of leg give in the dress.
The stage is really
Yeah.
elaborate.
Wow, I've never seen Viola Davis look more like Oprah Winfrey.
Came from those who won the Oscar in the category of supporting actor. Each of the icons of the past set a daunting.
Okay, so my pick here is Sam Rockwell. I think Sam Rockwell's going to win this.
Each of tonight's nominees met with his performance.
Although no complaints if William Dafoe wins.
Actor in a supporting role.
Willem Dafoe, The Florida Project.
When I say register, I'm talking about ID. They gotta leave the ID right there with me in the office.
You can't just not let me have guests. What gives you the authority?
What, the authority? My job title? Manager?
I have friends, though. I have a lot of friends.
Yeah, we all got friends. We all got friends. But this is a special rule for you.
He was so good in that, William Dafoe.
Woody Harrelson, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
See, Sam Rockwell's getting all the love this year for 3 Billboards, and I have no complaints about that. But Woody Harrelson was, I think, just as good as Sam Rockwell was. I think Woody Harrelson, this is probably top 3 or top 4 performances I think he's ever given in his career.
Be so shocked that you ain't gonna have a penny to pay for another month's billboard.
Richard Jenkins, The Shape of Water.
I look in the mirror and the only thing I recognize are these eyes and this old man's face. Sometimes I think I was either born too early or too late for my life.
Richard Jenkins.
Maybe we're both just relics.
Not your year, Richard, but you were great.
Christopher Plummer, All the Money in the World.
By the way, first commercial break, I'll start taking some of the comments you guys are sending in as soon as the first commercial break comes up.
What they appear to be. They never change. They never disappoint. There's a purity to beautiful things that I've never been able to find in another human being.
Oh. There is a power to Christopher Plummer. I'll always think of him as the Klingon, though, in Star Trek 4.
3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
And there's your winner, Sam Rockwell.
I won't get your hopes up, guys, but there's a guy. I think he might be the guy. I got his DNA. Got a lot of it, actually. They're making the checks as we speak.
He's in jail.
No, but he ain't gonna be hard to find.
I keep forgetting that Rockwell's married to Leslie Bibb. Every time I see her with him, I'm like, what? Oh, yeah. Okay, winner is Sam Rockwell. Okay, so no big surprises here. Sam Rockwell wins. Well deserved. It could have gone to Woody Harrelson. It could have gone to Willem Dafoe. It should have gone to Patrick Stewart. But out of all the guys who are nominated, Rockwell gets it, and he was fantastic.
Do you think, like, if Woody and him switched roles in that movie, it would have been the same?
Maybe. That's a good question.
Like, I just wonder if it's like if it was his performance or
well, it's
if it
already
was the way they wrote that character, because it was a good character.
it was a
too.
great character, but so were both characters are great. It's always a combination of the performance you bring and the role that the role that you're handed first, and then the performance you bring to it. So it would have been interesting to see who would have won if Woody Harrelson and him switched roles. It would have been interesting to see, because I think that both of them could have done both those roles great.
Yeah, I agree.
What's wrong with Grandma? And he said, nothing. We're going to the movies. My mom and dad's love of movies became my love of movies, so thank you for that, Mom and Dad. I love you. Thank you, the formidable Frances McDormand. We're at the convention, Frances.
This is going to be, mark my words right now, so this is going to be a big year for 3 Billboards. You watch.
It's the rest of this incredible cast and crew. Incredible. Fox Searchlight, everyone involved in 3 Billboards, everyone who's ever looked at a billboard. Martin McDonough, I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for you. I want to do 10 other movies with you. I love you.
Martin McDonough wouldn't be standing there if it wasn't for you, and yet you're not nominated for Best Director. Go figure.
All my good friends and my beloved Leslie Bibb, you light my fire, baby. I love you. For my old buddy Phil Hoffman.
Oh,
For my old buddy Phil Hoffman.
nice tribute to Hoffman there.
Coming up,
All right,
Hollywood legend.
so going to commercial break. I'm going to go over to the live chat that you guys have been sending in during this so far. Okay, we're getting now the show is rolling here. Dakota Barber writes, would love for Nolan to win Best Director for Dunkirk. He's got a real shot. He's got a real shot to win that this year. It's either going to be him or it's going to be Guillermo del Toro, but he's got a real legitimate shot. Logan James, Kai Naston writes, Fingers crossed for 3 billboards for Best Picture. I mean, there are a lot of films this year that I am all for being nominated for Best Picture, all that kind of stuff. A lot of good stuff nominated this year, but 3 billboards is my pick to win this year, so we'll see how that goes. Kellix writes, "You're eating popcorn at home. Wow." Yeah, I normally don't eat popcorn at home, but Anne just got back from university. I got home before she did. Anne brought some leftover popcorn from... That is delicious, apparently. So, yes, I grabbed a handful. But normally, you know, I don't eat popcorn at home, normally. Happy writes, "So hyped for this." I'm hyped for this, too. We're off to a great start. Mason Barr writes, "Hashtag Patrick Stewart." You damn right, hashtag Patrick Stewart. Again, no shade being cast on Sam Rockwell, any of the nominees. They were all great. But, you know, the one big overlooked thing this year, to me, is that Patrick Stewart was not nominated for Best Supporting Actor for his role, of course, in Logan. So that's the big thing right now. But kind of a safe opening monologue. He didn't really go for it, which also means that it's not going to go off the rails too much, and that's fine. Oh, is this the Christopher Robin?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen this.
Look at Lynn. Oh, no.
Oh, it's the new Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Oh! That's the first thing okay, so I guess the teaser's online now. So there you go, guys. The Mary Poppins teaser is online. You gotta check that out.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
I hope it's good.
Lin-Manuel.
He's not in it, though, right?
He was just in the trailer.
Was he in the trailer?
Yeah, he's pulling the kite.
Oh, that was Lin-Manuel. I totally forgot about I knew he was doing the music for it and all that kind of stuff. What do you guys think about that? Have you guys seen the trailer for Mary Poppins? That looked great. I mean, for a short little tease, that looked great to me. So, for a second there, I thought it was the new Christopher Robin thing with Ewan McGregor. Here, Anne.
Yes.
You come in here and talk to the people for a second. I can get some water. Just say hi. Anne's going to say hi, everybody.
Hello. What is this commercial with all these... Oh, a Rolex commercial.
Because everybody's rich.
Another... Oh. American Idol's still on TV?
It's back.
Oh.
Damn, I forgot to put my soda in the fridge.
That's what ice is for. I don't know. I think The Voice was better.
Oh, The Voice is way better.
I feel like with any of these shows, though, there's not really somebody who's made it really big.
Kelly Clarkson.
Aside from Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, Kelly Clarkson's the closest one.
And Carrie Underwood.
Is this where she got her start?
I think so. Okay, it's back.
Okay.
And there's a stopwatch.
1 minute and 29 seconds.
Okay.
Oh, he's saying the fastest person is going to win the jet.
Yeah, the person who does the shortest, acceptance speech gets a jet ski. Our pizza's here.
Oh, so you can't get up.
So I can't get up to answer the door now for the pizza, honey. Baby, I want to answer the door so bad, but I can't. I've got the fans.
So don't make us bring in Lakeith, okay? Our next presenter's performance as Wonder Woman was an inspiration this year to look at the girls around the world and show them a powerful warrior, a female character who wasn't concerned about the usual hair and makeup and getting the dreamy guy. And so, of course, tonight we've asked her to present the award for hair and makeup with a dreamy guy. Please welcome Gal Gadot and Armie Hammer.
Wonder Woman and Batman. A lot of people keep forgetting that Armie Hammer was cast to play Batman in the George Miller's Justice League movie that he was going to do. Pizza's here.
Embody the story. Obviously, some of us need a lot less help than others.
Oh, this is 4 hours in the chair, plus prosthetics. Captain plans.
I'm digging Army Hammer's red crushed velvet tux. I'm digging it.
Here are the year's nominees for achievement in makeup and hairstyle.
Now, forgive me for I think makeup and hair was the infamous category that Suicide Squad won its Academy Award for. I think Victoria and Abdul takes this.
Oh, we have to watch it still.
I know you still want to watch that. Oh, Wonder was so great. I think Victoria and Abdul, that's my pick. Victoria and Abdul, or it's going to be Finest Hour for the Gary Oldman stuff. But
Darkest Hour.
Darkest Hour.
And the Oscar goes to
Victoria and Abdul. Oh, I did Darkest Hour. Okay. No complaints. I mean, the job they did on Gary Oldman was just phenomenal. So no complaints there. But honestly, I really thought Victoria and Abdul was going to take that. Anne has not seen Victoria and Abdul, but she's got this big crush on thing for the Royals right now, her and Crowe both. So I showed her the trailer for Victoria and Abdul. I kid you not, Anne was crying. You did! Anne had tears coming out of her eyes just looking at the trailer for it.
There's no problem.
There's no problem. I think it was very cute.
Very thoughts.
How about your glasses? Firstly, we would like to give our heartfelt thanks to Gary Oldman.
Yeah, this whole award is for Gary Oldman and for what they did with Gary Oldman for sure. While he's giving his acceptance speech, let me take a few more of these things. Ben Hayusa writes, where did you get that Avengers jacket, though? Joss Whedon. at a MCU pressing, he gave this to me. Darth Impact writes, Patrick Stewart got jobbed playing the world's greatest mind with dementia and Alzheimer's. It was just outstanding. Hey, man, totally agree. Completely agree. Again, no shade on Sam Rockwell. Well deserved. That was awesome. But Stewart should have been in there, too. Ben Hayusa writes, also, I'd love me some of Anne's Filipino egg rolls. There's one left. There's one left. Actually, Ben Hayusa, I remember him saying he's from the Philippines. So, salamat. Salamat. There we go.
There you go. Good job, honey.
Let's see. I'm going to eat while I answer.
You want me to ask it?
10Zier13 writes, glad Anne convinced you to put on pants. Hey, they're coming off halfway through the show, though, when I start to get comfortable after I eat. Gang Knirsch writes, first time watching the Oscars because of John. All right, man. Welcome to the party. This is my second favorite day of the year. Oh, Eva Marie Saint. What's she doing? Well, it's just a special honor. See, I was talking. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, me too. I was eating.
Thank you so much.
This stage, though, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That means so much to me, having lost my husband last year after 65 years. And we would come to this academy every year. And
oh, she's lovely.
And that made up for it. And it was so loud, I know he heard it.
Oh.
My daughter.
By the way, hello to everybody in the chat board. I'm only reading the stuff from the super chats, but I'm just taking a peek at the chat board here. And everybody's saying, hi, Anne. Hi, Anne. Everybody's saying hi. Anne says hello. I say hello to everybody. But now I want to hear this lady. This lady's sweet.
Keep moving. When we were making
Is she an
On the
actress?
Waterfront, the studio wardrobe department dressed me in a simple navy blue coat, which I wore throughout the movie as my character falls for Marlon Brando, a dock worker. For North by Northwest, to look glamorous while falling in love with Cary Grant, director Fred Hitchcock took me to Berghoff Goodman, where together we chose some of the beautiful wardrobe. And my favorite was always the black dress with the red roses.
You know what? There's something awesome about people who've been in Hollywood a long time telling Hollywood stories. I find it magic. I totally find it magic.
Designers in the motion picture industry. And it has produced, including the legendary 8-time Oscar winner and 35-time nominee Edith Head.
35-time nominee.
Wow. Oh, that's the one.
Who they base Edna.
Incredibles.
Yep, Edna. Incredible.
She was such a wonderful lady. And one time I was making a film with her, and the producers were there. We had a very serious meeting, and they left. And then she said, "Come on, Eva Marie, come into my office. We're going to do this ourselves."
Oh.
Well, I like that idea. These next artists continue her tradition of bringing imagination, innovation, and beauty to the screen. Here are the nominees in costume design.
Best costume design. Now, I also picked Victoria and Abdul for costume design. Darkest Hour and Beauty and the Beast, though, could also take this.
Phantom Thread, costume design by Mark Bridges. The Shape of Water, costume design by Louis Sequeira. Victoria
What?
and Abdul.
Disaster Artist is not nominated.
Disaster Artist. All right. Victoria and Abdul.
Beauty and the Beast.
This year. Mark Bridges, Phantom Thread.
Oh.
Wow, Phantom Thread. The outfits were gorgeous.
The second Oscar and third nomination.
Wow, it wasn't Beauty and the Beast or Darkest Hour or Victoria and Abdul. All right, mark one up for Phantom Thread, everybody.
Oh, first I want to thank Paul Thomas Anderson for writing this amazing script and having me design it. Thank you.
Why does Paul Thomas Anderson look like Mark Hamill tonight?
Is he with?
Daniel, Leslie,
What is
Vicky,
her
the
name?
whole company of actors.
Oh, I didn't see who he was sitting with.
Such great collaborators on this film.
Oh.
My brilliant,
She's not even-
brilliant crew in London who worked.
You can tell where Anne's priorities and mine are. I'm looking at certain things, Anne's like, I think Tom Holland is sitting with Zendaya. Okay. And then they show Paul Thomas Anderson. Is he with her? No, I don't know. I wasn't paying
Can't
attention.
remember her name.
Coming up, Greta Gerwig.
Oh, costume designer dude is in the lead for the jet ski, in case anybody's keeping track at home. Okay, let's see. We got some more super chats came in here, guys. Let's see. Dr. Strangelove's asking, what kind of pizza did you get? We got we got Pizza Hut barbecue chicken. I'm normally a Pizza Hut meat lovers guy. I love Pizza Hut's meat lovers, but Anne really, really likes the barbecue chicken. It's actually quite a good pizza, so that's what we got. Let's see. Ben Hayusa says, actually, John, my parents were born in the Philippines. I was born in New Orleans, but I do know words, though. Walang anuman, as in you are welcome. Is that am I pronouncing that right, honey?
I don't know.
For you're welcome? You're not sure?
Sure.
Obscure References says, want to thank you for everything you do, inspiring my love for film and film discourse. Do you think would make a good, who do I think would make a good Oscar host? Well, up till about a year ago, I thought Kevin Spacey would have been the best Oscar host.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so much for that. But for the longest time, I thought Kevin Spacey should host. I thought George Clooney would make a great Oscar host. I think Ben Stiller would actually make a really good Oscar host. So I think there are a lot of people that could be good Oscar hosts. It'd be interesting to see. But yeah, so not really sure beyond that. Phil V writes, so far all the favorites are winning. May not be that much drama at the end tonight. Thanks for having this for us, by the way. Hey, man, this is fun for me. I love watching the Oscars with people. And I thought, why not this year do it with all you guys? I mean, we talk movies together every day, so I thought, why don't we all just get together and watch the Oscars together here? Juan Absent Good writes, hey, John, I just want to say thank you for all you do. I loved movies, but you got me into them even more. I follow you and Anne on all platforms. Hope one day I can meet you. Oh, thanks so much, Juan. That's really nice of you to say. And if Anne was here on camera with me, I'm sure she would say that.
Thank you, Juan.
She's sitting over there right now. So thank you for that. I appreciate that, Juan. Ballard Carios Corporation writes, hey, John, your stream is behind mine, East Coast. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, there's a bit of a delay because even when I'm just doing my show on a regular day, I keep the live monitor open over here. So as I'm doing it, there's about a 20-second delay between when something happens on screen and you and I are seeing it at the same time. But then by the time you see my reaction, it's about a 20-second delay. So yeah, there is a bit of a delay there. Alexander Olafson writes, no greatest show opening. That was a missed opportunity. They should have, and I was saying this to everybody on the show the other day, that I thought they should have opened the Oscars with a big musical number of "This is the greatest show." Like, how perfect would that have been? I mean, it applies.
Yeah.
It's contextual. It's a great song. It would have been great. So yes, I am disappointed that they didn't do that. I think it was a missed opportunity. Kellex writes, "Would love to see a return to actors hosting." No, I agree. I don't get me wrong. I think Jimmy Kimmel's doing a fine job, but I actually call me crazy. I like the idea of movie personalities hosting the biggest night of the movies.
You know who should host?
Who should host?
Meryl Streep.
I wonder if she'd be good at that. In case you couldn't hear Ann suggested Meryl Streep. I mean, 21 Academy Award nominations.
She basically owns the Oscars.
She basically represents and owns the Oscars. I just don't know how good of a host she would be, but maybe she would crush it. I don't know. Let's see. ZCM Zombie writes, "Hey John, excited for Mary Poppins 2. Hey, look, you know what? Honestly, I have always been saying, hey, yeah, look, I'm not excited about it, but I'm interested, I'm looking forward to it. And then I saw that little 15-second teaser, and all of a sudden I felt my blood start pumping. All of a sudden I kind of got excited about it. So, and I don't know why. It was just such a silly little. They didn't show you much except the clouds parting and Mary Poppins. What's John Krasinski's Emily Blunt?
Emily Blunt
Coming down out of the clouds, but all of a sudden, just that visual got me pumped. I don't know why it got me so excited, but yeah, it got me excited. Okay, I'm gonna take another bite of my pizza here, guys. By the way, forgive me, guys. There's probably gonna be lots of moments of dead air as I just sit here and eat and watch the TV and stuff like that, and then comment in between. So I hope you guys don't mind that. Let's see. But there's a whole bunch of us here watching. Whole bunch of us here watching.
We should do Oscars trivia in the breaks.
Oh, I was saying we should do Oscar trivia during the breaks.
Started 47 minutes ago. Black Panther made another $48 million.
Wakanda forever.
Black Panther has been so successful at the box office, they're already saying it's the favorite to not get nominated for anything next year. That so many superheroes are white just because that's what they were in the comics, right? People say, well, Superman is white. He's always been white. Yeah, you know what else Superman has always been? Not real. The last 2 years have taught us anything. It's that reality can be depressing. But tonight's nominated documentaries show us that where there is darkness, there's also hope.
Documentaries.
Except at the White House. Hope quit on Wednesday. We present the best documentary feature, Greta Gerwig and Laura Dern.
What's her name in Star Wars?
Yep.
Aldo.
General Holdo.
Many women look uncomfortable walking today. I don't know why.
And
I do not know why women wear high heels.
I hate it.
We live in a time when now more than ever, all of us need to understand the importance of what is real, what is authentic, and what is fact. That is why documentary filmmakers are
I love Laura Linney.
play such a vital role.
Dern. Laura Linney's the other lady.
of actual people and actual events can cut through the clutter and noise.
I'm gonna microwave up some pizza.
Microwave?
Yeah, warm it up.
It came warm.
It's cooled off. It has cooled off.
Abacus, small enough to jail. Steve James, Mark Litton, and Julie Oldman.
You must let those who are involved know that this shall never happen again.
Faces Places. Anya Svarda, JR, and Rosalie Zardas.
Merci, Gina, pour le beau voyage.
Icarus. Brian Fogel and Dan Kogan.
Does Russia have a systematic statewide doping system in place to cheat the Olympics?
Yes.
Oh.
Last Men in Aleppo. Firas Fayyad, Kareem Abed, and Sorenstein Jespersen.
What?
Oh, just that one documentary about the Olympics.
Strong Island. Yancey Ford and Jocelyn Barnes.
I would die believing that they didn't care because my son was a young man of color.
I actually didn't make a pick for Best Documentary because I've only seen 2 of them, so I didn't make a pick this year. But I saw Icarus, so go Icarus! Who wins?
Icarus.
Icarus!
Oh, there
There
you
you go! It's the John Campea blessing. It's the opposite of curse. Icarus was one of the only two that I saw, so it's 2 for Icarus, and Icarus won. Next year, every documentary filmmaker is going to pay me to go and see their documentary now.
Uh-huh.
Yes. All right, I got some more questions came in here from you guys. Let's see. Bobby Graham says, how do you feel about Logan's chances this evening? Logan's chances in Best Adapted Screenplay? I don't think so. I'm thrilled it got nominated, but I do not think it's going to win. I don't think it has much of a chance at all, to be honest with you. ZCMZ says, we need more Tobey Maguire in movies. Yes. Depending on if he was Player X in Molly's Game, though, it might be hard for him these days to get jobs. I don't know.
Wait, who?
Tobey Maguire.
Oh, he was?
That's the word. The word is that Player X, played by Michael Cera, who's a big jerk.
Yeah.
The word is that that's based on Tobey Maguire.
Oh.
Yeah. Interesting. I mean, we don't know that for a fact. Let's see. H James 78 says, "Hey John, you are behind, and it's more than 20 seconds. I'm in Philadelphia. Oh, that's too bad, man. Sorry, I didn't. I mean, normally I'm behind about 20 seconds. I didn't know I was that far behind." T. Kane says, "Strange question. Could you see any of the nominees being in an MCU movie? Example: Mickey Rourke after The Wrestler was in Iron Man. After it's not. Well, I mean, it's a different era now than it was when Mickey Rourke was nominated, because like back then it was a new thing for really big respected actors to jump into a comic book movie, but now it happens every day. So yes, I could see I mean, look, Willem Dafoe was one of the nominees. He's going to be in Aquaman, I'm pretty sure. So it's kind of normal now for these big respected actors to get on the big gravy train that is known as the comic book genre, right?
We know Putin didn't rig this competition, right?
I'll get back to the questions in just a second.
Because our goal is to make this show as long as humanly possible. It is my honor to introduce someone who is here to introduce someone else. Ladies and gentlemen, the warm and talented Taraji P. Henson.
Ah, Taraji P. Henson.
Oh, her dress is amazing.
You've already seen her dress?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks nice.
But from the other side.
From the back?
That side.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a bold dress.
Yeah, she looks great.
So what'd she say was the... Oh, first song?
Two distinct families, one black, one white. Though separated by race, they are bound together by the land as they fight to survive in the Mississippi Delta following World War II. Written by Mary J. Blige.
I can't believe I'm saying this. That's the perfect shade of lipstick on her, too.
Mm-hmm.
This song
That was beautiful.
the struggle and pain of life while urging for our differences to be washed away. And now to perform, Mighty River, please welcome the first person ever nominated for Academy Awards for both song and supporting actress in the same year.
Wow.
My sister, Mary J. Blige.
That's an interesting fact.
Yeah.
First woman ever nominated for Best Song and Best Acting Award. Okay. While the song's going on, let's see. Phil Lee writes, Melissa McCarthy or Sacha Baron Cohen for a host. You know what? Put the two of them together. That could be kind of funny. That can actually be really kind of funny, Phil. Veshnu Zin writes, hey, John, getting married tomorrow. Oh, congratulations, man. Any tips for this next phase? Also, what's an authentic Italian pizza like? Please make a Campea Cooks episode. I should do a Campea Cooks episode.
You should.
I'm going to do a Campea
On
Cooks
what?
episode. I don't know, chicken and vegetables? Rice and beef?
Scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs with bacon? I will do a camp. Hey, congratulations on getting married tomorrow. Best advice? I don't know. Best advice? What do you think?
Oh. How about... I don't know.
Watch movies together. Watch movies together. Have those great shared experiences together. That's a good one.
Don't take things too seriously.
Don't take things too seriously. That's a good one. Sujith writes, do you think Warner Brother trusts Nolan with original, ambitious, and non-franchise? Well, I mean, this isn't really a general movie asking time, Sujith. We're talking about Oscars and what's going on at the Oscars here. Logan James writes, I hope this will be Gary Oldman's year. I think it is, but look, there is an outside chance Daniel Day-Lewis wins. And if he does win, it's going to be deserved. Like, he was amazing in Phantom Thread. Just amazing. And he is the greatest actor of all time. I think Gary Oldman's going to take it, but don't be surprised if Daniel Day-Lewis gets it. Let's see. Kellex writes, used to love and miss the Billy Crystal opening montages. Billy Crystal is the greatest Oscar host of all time. He just is. Greatest Oscar host of all time. Everybody who's come after him, there have been a number of people who've done a good job since him, but none of them have measured up to Billy Crystal. He was just like the best Oscar host. He was amazing. Zeke writes, where did you get the Ireland flag? Ireland flag? I don't have an Ireland flag.
You're talking about the Canada?
Yeah, I think he's talking about the Canada flag. Dr. Strangelove, my name's Fred Herbert, and I'm a bail bondsman. What's going on here? I don't know if I understand the reference, but there you go. ZCM writes, over under 50%, the Greatest Showman crew will perform This Is Me. Oh, it's over 50%. Yeah, they're definitely going to do that, for sure. I have very, very little doubt about that. Let's see here. Got some people writing in emails to me here. Malik Karam, who's one of my Patreon supporters, is writing in, do you think there's going to do any Matt Damon jokes? Oh, you know there's going to be a Matt Damon joke. At some point, there's got to be a Matt Damon joke, right? I just don't think Kimmel can resist doing that. So, all right.
Ooh, Galaxy S9.
Yeah, the Galaxy S9 just came out. Anna and I just got our Galaxy Note 8s. The Notes are different from the Galaxies, but yeah, the 9 just came out.
It's pink.
It might just be a case.
Oh.
Things that are important to Anne. New technology features. First words out of her mouth. It's pink! Oh, wow.
Wow. Oh, eh. Isn't that an Apple thing? It's kind of cool, though. Getting it. Ordering.
How's everybody doing? Enjoying the Oscars so far? You know, tomorrow, I'm already seeing some things. Tomorrow I'm going to do a video. And I tend to do a video kind of like this every year after the Oscars, but I can already think of a couple of new things I want to add. Tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to do an editorial video on 5 things they need to do to improve the Oscars. There's going to be a couple there that I've mentioned before. There might be 1 or 2 new ones in there as well, but I can already see a couple. I won't go into it right now. I'll save it for tomorrow, but yeah. Oh, do you buy a wand?
Yes.
We're at Universal, which is where Harry Potter land is, so
Snape.
Anne bought Snape's wand.
Hold up. We got a laggy video call here. Yeah. You need Verizon, the best network for streaming.
Illuminus Porgius Aeneas. I don't know. That means light up your ass. I don't know.
Start this one again. First positions, everybody crouch down from the top.
Unlimited is only as good as the network it's on. Switch and get up to $500 off the Samsung Galaxy S9.
Okay, let's see. There's more comments here. Andres Mendez 2 writes, didn't see your thoughts on Sam Rockwell winning. What do you think? Oh, well deserved. Well deserved. It should have been Patrick Stewart's award, but it's well deserved. He won it at the SAGs. He won it at the Golden Globes. He won it at the Critics' Choice. It was kind of a foregone conclusion he was going to win at the Oscars as well. So well deserved. Him or Woody Harrelson or Willem Dafoe could have won it, to be honest with you, and I would have been perfectly happy with all of that. ZCM writes, Stephen Colbert's host for Oscars down the road. Yeah, I could totally see it. Again, I'd like to see movie personalities doing it, but he's a super funny guy, so yeah, I could see that happening. Jerome Lim writes, what's Anne's all-time favorite movie? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's got a certain gentleman in it by the name of Thomas W. Hanks. I don't know if W is his middle initial or not.
I was like, how did you know that?
And it's called Big. Big is by far and away, Anne's all-time favorite movie. Is that accurate to say?
That is correct.
That is correct. Anne's all-time favorite movie easily is Big with Tom Hanks. If Anne had to spend 1 year away from me for the chance to spend 20 minutes having coffee with Tom Hanks, she would be packing her bag right now and saying, I'll see you in a year to me right now. And I wouldn't, who would blame her? A 20-minute coffee conversation with Tom Hanks? She would trade me in for that in a heartbeat. All right, David Sims writes, I don't have money for the super chat, but can you give us a time mark at the end of the next commercial break so we can sync with you? Okay, sure. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you when we come out of commercial right now. The little splitting up commercial's playing. I'll tell you as soon as we come out of commercial. And out of commercial. 90th Oscar screen just came on. So there's that. Oh, it looks like they're going to do film editing next. Maybe. Oh, no, it's just another little montage.
Want to know what causes the trees to bud and what changes the darkness into light? Where should we be if nobody tried to find out what lies beyond?
Where's this song from?
I don't recognize it.
Yeah, it was in a movie we just watched. Oh.
Inside this room, all of my dreams become realities. And some of my
Billy Wilder.
Movies are movies, not life. These stories are beautiful.
Oh, Hepburn. La La Land.
We're going to need a script.
My genre's thriller. What's yours? True rags to riches story. Must be a double feature.
Ivan Costello.
Did you find another actor?
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Does this character have a name? Bond. James Bond.
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
My name
Mr. Tibbs.
You killed my father. I am the father. Right.
What would you say you do here?
Explosions, flames.
I can't believe they put an Office Space clip in an Oscar montage. That's awesome.
Do you know that you're insane? We all go a little mad sometimes.
The purpose of civilization is to be able to empathize with other people. And for me, the movies are like a machine that generates empathy. It lets you understand a little bit more about different hopes, aspirations, dreams, and fears. Nobody loves me. I love you.
There's a wand. You missed the Harry Potter thing because you were looking at your phone.
I was trying to look at the Mary Poppins teaser.
Something extraordinary is possible.
You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view. If you climb inside of his skin, walk around him.
Atticus Finch.
Represent to them is freedom.
If you want to have freedom, you gotta go where the freedom is.
I'm just trying to survive.
Well, I don't want to survive. I want to live. What I'm talking about.
Hope. Hope is a good thing. Maybe the best of things. And no good thing ever dies.
Oh. There's something cool about these montages that just really communicate the magic of movies and remind us about why we love the movies so much.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up. Can I dream? I think we both can. Here we go.
You missed the big clip.
Damn it!
Wow, that was a nice. That was a nice little montage.
Sorry, got distracted. There's this thing that says Tiffany Haddish jumped in front of Meryl Streep on the Oscars red carpet and curtsied to her.
This is the 90th Academy Awards. You know, the very first Oscar ceremony was held right across the street at the Roosevelt Hotel back in 1929. At that Oscars, they gave out 2 awards for Best Picture. It's kind of what we did last year. And I thought it might be fun to read the first joke ever told at the Oscars 90 years ago. And thanks to the Academy Archive, which has all of this stuff, I have it. And Douglas Fairbanks Sr. was the host of the show, and this was his opening joke.
First joke from the Oscars.
Christopher Plummer is tonight's youngest nominee. Here to present the Oscars for sound editing and mixing, please welcome Ansel Elgort and Asa Gonzalez.
All right, sound editing and mixing. 2, I believe, of the Star Wars The Last Jedi categories that's nominated in. I believe Star Wars The Last Jedi is nominated for 4 Academy Awards tonight.
What we hear has a huge impact on our movie.
Baby Driver?
That's Baby Driver.
And sound editors create and prepare all sound elements for eventual mixing.
I don't know who she
Not
is.
too different from what a musician does, which is something I know you are, and you're just as brilliant as being a singer as an actor.
Thank you, Asa. The only difference is that these guys get nominated for Oscars for it. Here are the nominees for achievement in sound editing.
All right. The nominees are Baby Driver. This and just regular editing. Oh.
Blade Runner 2049.
Blade Runner, yeah.
I like that.
Blade Runner has a shot.
Yeah.
Dunkirk, I think, is going to win, though.
The Shape of Water.
Shape of Water was good. It shouldn't win this category, though. Star Wars Last Jedi.
Matthew Wood and Ren Kleiss.
All right. I think it's going to go to Dunkirk.
Goes to Dunkirk.
Dunkirk. All right. So Dunkirk takes it. And it will probably also take the next one as well. All right, while we're waiting for them to get to the next category here, I'll read a couple more of the questions here. Let's see. Phil Lee says, need a meme. I'm picking barbecue chicken out of his teeth. Yep, that's what's going to happen when you're just watching me live. Let's see. Willie Peoples writes, over under 50% Avengers trailer during Oscar. Ooh, that's not a bad prediction. I'll take the under. I don't think it's going to happen, but wouldn't that be interesting if they did that? I mean, I wasn't expecting a Mary Poppins trailer either, so who knows? Maybe they drop an Avengers trailer. That would be interesting. Malik writes, will Kimmel do any Matt Damon jokes? I have very little doubt that he'll do at least one Matt Damon joke. You know it has to come. Ram Ez Vids writes, what did you think about Kimmel talking about it's okay to race change white superheroes? Hey, look, as long as it's not, I've always said this, I don't care about race changing any superheroes. As long as it's not a core, the race of the character isn't a core essential element to that character. Superman's from another planet, whether he's white, black, Asian, whatever, it doesn't really matter. So that's fine. Black Panther from Wakanda, he's got to be black. So yeah, we'll get back to more. They're doing sound mixing now here. I think Dunkirk will take this one again. It's all the same nominees, by the way. It's Baby Driver, it's Sound of Water, Shape of Water, Blade Runner 2049, Baby Driver, Dunkirk, Star Wars Last Jedi. Dunkirk. Shape of Water. I keep wanting to say the Sound of Water. Why am I saying Sound of Water? I do not know. Shape of Water. Star Wars.
David Parker,
Porg.
Michael Samanek, Ren Kleiss, and Stuart Wilson.
I think it's going to be Dunkirk again.
And the Oscar goes to Dunkirk.
Dunkirk wins it again. So pretty much right along what I was expecting so far. Okay. And we go back to the questions you guys are sending in now. Adam Tander writes, big fan of your Hobbit review. Watching from England, about to grab some snacks for the night ahead. Nice to finally be able to see you live. Nice to have you along, Adam. Get those snacks. Enjoy the Oscars. Inut Ashio 36 writes, hey, where's your annual Oscar tuxedo this year? Just got back from being out for the day. We were at Universal Park. So no dressing up tonight. But I'm glad you remembered. Bobby Virilis writes, Ricky Gervais hosting the Oscars. Poor Mel Gibson. No, I don't want Ricky Gervais. Honestly, I just don't think his style. I love Ricky Gervais. I do not think his style is for the Oscars. I don't want Ricky Gervais hosting the Oscars. Big fan of Ricky Gervais. Just don't think the Oscars is a good fit for him. Logan James writes, this is exactly why I love film/cinema. Sat watching the Oscars and chatting about the magic that is filmmaking. Thanks, John. Hey, man, this is awesome for me. I'm having a great time doing this. Alex Pitt writes, hey, John, I'm watching the show live with my fiance. It's almost 2 a.m. here in the UK, and you are along for the ride. Keep up the great work. Thanks so much, man, and I'm really honored that you're letting us come along for the ride with you as we're watching the Oscars together. I feel bad that I'm not listening to the acceptance speech, but let's be honest, it's just the sound mixing. ZOMG Ruler writes, I hope Nolan gets that Prestige Award. Agree? Hey, look, it's a very strong possibility that Nolan gets Best Director this year. It's him or Guillermo del Toro. It's going to be one of the two of them. Frank Bono writes, John, been watching you since the AMC days. Did my first movie podcast today with you as the inspiration to get started. Love your daily vids, and it makes watching movies more enjoyable. You are the man. Thank you. Oh, thanks so much, man. That's really nice of you to say, and congratulations on starting your own podcast. Even if 1,000 people listen, even if 5 people listen, it's just the act of being able to be a film fan and talk about our love for films is what's big and what's important. Sujith writes, woo, Dunkirk's first award. Well, I'm a little bit time delayed here, but now 2. Dunkirk's got 2 under its belt right now. ZCM Zombie writes, Tommy Wiseau or Pauly Shore for host of the Oscars. I'll tell you what, it would be a kick in the pants. By the way, just went to commercial. I'll let you know, again, for syncing purposes. I'll let you know the moment it comes back from commercial break. It would be a kick if they just had Tommy Wiseau just present one award. I mean, that would be so cool. He would probably take 20 minutes to give a speech before announcing the winner, but still, it would be kind of neat hearing him do that. What is this a commercial for?
No, weird.
Are you guys seeing this? This weird sci-fi giant... Oh, it's a Walmart commercial. Okay.
Oh, that's cute.
Let's see. Kellix writes, I wish they combine all 5 original songs into one segment, shorten it up. Why does music get more time than all the other major film categories combined? Oh, I've been saying this for years. They should not have individual performances of all the best song categories, because ultimately, at the end of the day, that means the category of best song gets like 5 times the amount of screen time that the best director category gets. It makes no sense. I mean, look, the best song thing is a nice award to give. I'm not saying it's not, but it's nowhere near as important as best actor, best screenplay, best director, and yet it gets far more screen time at the Oscars than any of those other more important categories. And I've been saying for years they need to change that. Like, I think they should just not have them play the songs. They should just announce the nominees and present the winner. If you have to do a song, do it in one shortened, like, 4-minute montage. Do, like, all 5 songs in a shortened 4-minute montage or something like that. Like, they got to come up with ways to shorten the Oscars. Let's see. Period writes, you should be eating popcorn instead of pizza. Love the show, by the way. I don't really eat popcorn at home that much. That's the thing. Jake C. writes, do you think the envelopes say the category in big golden letters on the outside so there's no confusion as to what they are, a la last year? Oh, I am sure after the embarrassment of last year and after all the crap they took last year and after all the controversy of last year, I guarantee you they probably put like 3 extra levels of safeguards in place. Whether it's that, whether it's like having an audio thing. What's that?
They said they made the text a lot bigger this year too.
They said they made the text on the envelopes much bigger this year, so which is right along Jake C with what you're saying there. So yeah, they've made it infinitely more obvious on the and I'm sure there's other things they do too. They probably have 3 separate people backstage checking, double checking, and triple checking that it's the right envelope going out on the stage, because you got one job. Just make sure the right Oscar envelope goes out on stage. So I do not think we're going to see that same mistake made this year. I don't think that's going to happen at all. Okay. I'm sorry, what is this, like a movie or a new show?
Show.
Oh, it's a new show. Oh, this is that Grey's Anatomy spin-off show. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What, are we back? Wait. And we're back. I told you I'd sync it up, and we're back from commercial. We'll get to Sisal 1304 here once we come back. Donald Sutherland.
And on February 10th, Patrick Stewart hosted the Academy's annual Sci-Tech Awards.
Oh, they let Patrick Stewart host the technical awards because they know they ripped him off for not giving him a Best Supporting Actor nomination.
And congratulations to the talented men, women, and companies whose accomplishments and innovations were deemed too boring to be included on this broadcast, but are appreciated.
There's a circle right there. Aaron Sorkin, Steven Spielberg, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Where's Mom this year?
Mom said you're only presenting.
Oh, that's very sad. Hi, what's your name?
Steven. What do you do? I'm married to Kate Capshaw.
That's nice. He asked Steven Spielberg, what do you do? And he says, I'm married to Kate Capshaw. That's great.
Do you have any pot?
Do you have any pot?
Sorry, I didn't realize we were on. All right, please welcome Lupita Nyong'o and Kumail Nanjiani.
All right, so what's this category? What's Kumail and Lupita presenting for?
I never freeze.
I never freeze.
Good evening. We are the 2 actors you keep hearing about, but whose names you have trouble pronouncing.
Actually, I have to come clean. Kumail Nanjiani is my stage name. My actual given Pakistani name is Chris Pine. So you can imagine how annoyed I was when the white Chris Pine showed up. Real Chris Pine.
We are also
I love Kumail.
I'm from Kenya.
And I'm from Kenya's in the house. And I am from Pakistan and Iowa. 2 places that nobody in Hollywood can find on a map.
And like everyone in this room and everyone watching at home, we are dreamers. We grew up dreaming of one day working in the movies. Dreams are the foundation of Hollywood, and dreams are the foundation of America.
And so...
So what's the category?
To all the dreamers out there, we stand with you.
Oh, that's nice.
Now, the nominees for achievement in production design.
Oh, production design. This is an interesting one. Beauty and the Beast is going to be tough to beat.
And set decoration by Katie Spencer. Blade Runner 2000.
Blade Runner is also going to be tough to beat.
Dennis Gassner. And set decoration by Alessandro.
Yeah, the set design was crazy good in Blade Runner, as it was for The Darkest Hour.
Design by Sarah Greenwood. And set decoration by Katie Spencer. Dunkirk. Production design by Nathan Crowley. And set decoration by Gavin Pettis.
Set design for Dunkirk. We're on the water and we're on the beach.
I know.
Production design by
Shape of Water was also great.
And set decoration by Shane Vio and Jeffrey A. Melvin.
And the Oscar goes to The Shape of Water.
Wow, The Shape of Water won. I mean, it was beautiful, but was it better set decoration than Darkest Hour? Whatever. It was gorgeous. It was beautiful, so. Sure, there you go. All right, so best set decoration, or set design, goes to Shape of Water. All right, let's keep going on here with the comments you guys are sending in to watching the Oscars here with me. Sisal1304 writes, "Hey John, longtime watcher since your AMC days. Keep up the great work. By the way, Black Panther top 500 domestic today. Oh, I know. Believe me, we're probably going to be talking about that on the John Campea show tomorrow morning." ZOMG Ruler writes, "How come Jim Carrey's never been nominated? Has he never been nominated? I mean, if he wasn't, it's because he's never really done anything that... Oh, shout out to Toronto. Way to go, Boo. Not sure. Probably because he's never been in the top 5 of a particular year. I mean, it's just that simple, really." Rashid Raful writes, "Hey, John, thanks being live during the Oscars. It's made me watch the Oscars for the first time. And a special thank you to Anne for always letting you live with us. Have a great night."
Aw, you're welcome.
Anne says you're welcome. Thank you so much.
Guys with matching coats.
Look, Anne's pointing out the fashion.
I'm trying to figure out why they are both wearing the same jacket.
Oh, they are wearing the same jacket, aren't they?
And that guy's not wearing it very well.
The guy's wearing sunglasses
like
and
he just
sneakers.
woke up.
He looks like he just woke up.
He has a Tito's on.
Let's see. Pantera Guck writes, "Should there be a decade award? Take all the winners, then judge accordingly." That's tough to do. Because what you're now doing is you're taking these films that all won Best Picture and then putting together in another category again where they can be a loser. So, I don't know. I'm not really for it. It's an interesting idea. And believe me, lots of people have mentioned it before, but I'm not really into it. Okay, let's see what the next category is here.
The next nominee for original song was composed for the animated feature Coco.
Here you go.
Oh, here we go.
For Let It Go, Kristen Anderson
Remember Me.
and Robert Lopez.
I think this is the only song that has a chance of beating This Is Me from The Greatest Showman for Best Song.
A 12-year-old Mexican boy from the land of the living across the border to the land of the dead, all for the love of his family. Because, you know, in the afterworld, there are no walls. Anyway, whether a song as a lullaby or a joyous celebration...
Man, this guy's hair, watch this guy's hair. It is bouncing. And then shoots right back into place.
Literally and figuratively. And now,
That is some mighty powerful hairspray he's got going on.
welcome 3 of the artists from the movie soundtrack. Gael García Bernal, Miguel, and Natalia Lafourcade. Viva México.
I love the lighting on the stage for this too.
Remember me, though I have to say goodbye. Remember me.
I love the guitar in this song, actually.
For even if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart.
I like that he's singing it the way it's sung in the movie.
Each night we are apart. Remember me, though I have to.
Doesn't the guitar player look a little bit like Guillermo del Toro's slightly younger and skinnier brother?
Each time you hear a sad guitar, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be.
Is he an actor?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's why
Till you're in my arms again.
So who else are they going to have come out and sing?
Miguel.
Oh yeah, Miguel.
This is Miguel.
Oh, in Coco, guys, near the end of the movie, when he starts singing it to Coco, his grandmother, and she starts singing along with him, like, not a dry eye in the theater. Everybody's like, ah, getting all choked up. It was just so beautiful. Oh, wow, she's got a voice. The set design for this musical number is great. I'll give it that.
Yeah, all of them have been great.
I mean, look, if you're going to do this nonsense where you're going to play all the songs, I hope when This Is Me comes out, they bring out, like, the cast. Like, I hope the whole cast of it comes out and sings it along with her.
Yeah. Let's just listen to Montgomery.
I was going to ask, how are they doing fireworks inside? But that's just the digital screen.
That was cute.
That was cute. I still don't think they should be performing the songs at the Oscars, but it was cute. Okay. Are they going to commercial break now? Benjamin Bratt. That guy hasn't aged in 20 years. Okay, let's see. Where are we now? Yang writes, just wanted to say hi to Anne and no love for Wonder Woman. Look, I loved Wonder Woman, but it didn't deserve any Oscar nominations. There was nothing. It was in the top 5. And certainly not one of the top 10 movies of the year. I like the film very, very much, but no, I'm perfectly happy that Wonder Woman didn't get any nominations. Although I think it's a very good movie, but there are many very good movies that didn't get nominated for anything. Cecil1314 says, hi again, John. Just an FYI, it's pronounced Cecil. Love your show. I am the worst. Look, everybody knows I suck at pronunciation. I'm terrible at it. So let me do Cecil. All right, well, Cecil, forgive me if I butcher it again later, but I'll try to learn it as I go. Ben Heyusa writes, by the way, I am watching it on my PS4 YouTube, and just watching you sit and eating pizza is far more entertaining than anything on TV right now from the Oscars. Well, good to know. I'll see if I can eat some more pizza to keep the good times rolling. Some more pizza and some more Zevia Cola is what I got going on tonight. Owen Curtis writes, what do you think of a runner-up for Oscars? Runner-up. I mean,
I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it.
It's not a bad idea. Here's the thing, though. Most years, when there's not a clear frontrunner for Best Picture, it's usually down to 2 films, right? So what my fear of a runner-up would be is that if you announce first the runner-up, then it takes all the drama out of who the winner is. Because if you said, like last year, if you said the runner-up was La La Land, then everybody would have known. There's no drama left for Moonlight winning Best Picture, right? Everybody just would have known that it's going to win Best Picture. So you take out some of the drama. If you do announce the runner-up second, nobody cares because you've already announced the winner. So it is a little tricky. It's not a bad idea, but it's a little bit of a tricky thing to pull off. What do you think about that? Like, would you want them to announce a runner-up for Best Picture? Anne's humming and hawing.
No, because they kind of did last year.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, they accidentally did it last year,
Yeah.
and it didn't really work for anybody.
I don't think it would do anything for me.
I mean, it's never a bad idea to think in the terms of how do we honor more of the people who deserve honoring, but you know, there's winner and there's 4 losers, and I'm kind of okay with that. Let's see. ZCM Zombie writes, Moana or Coco?
Oh, Moana.
I'm gonna go Moana. Yeah, and you're gonna go Moana too.
Yeah.
But I adored Coco. Anne did too. I mean, we both love Coco, but there was something really, really special about Moana for me. So I will go Moana over Coco just by a bit. And we're still in commercial break. So the AZ Viking writes, hey John, love your show. Never been able to watch your show live due to my job. Get an ice cream on me. Ooh! Should we maybe order TaskRabbit to pick us up some ice cream?
I have ice cream.
You do have ice cream, that's right. I do not have any ice cream. Anne has ice cream here, I do not. All right, we're back from commercial. I'll get more to the questions once we get back from commercial break.
I feel like some of you aren't taking the jet ski thing as seriously as I had hoped. Here right now is Mark Bridges, the costume designer from Phantom Thread. He did his in 36 seconds, which is solid. That's going to be tough to beat.
36 seconds.
I know actors like motivation, so we're sweetening the pot. Johnny,
Yeah.
A trip to sunny Lake Havasu.
Lake Havasu, wherever that is.
We'll drive round trip from Burbank for a 3-day, 2-night stay at the
Kind of funny, actually. I don't know.
You'll
I think
enjoy
it's a good bit.
fishing, sleeping,
I like the bit. I think it's a
Yeah.
funny bit.
jet ski to the place where Arizona comes to play. Beautiful Lake Havasu.
That's right. So let's tighten this up, folks. Lake Havasu. It's just one of the many reasons our next presenter wanted to live in America. She has all the awards there are, including an Oscar, and this is why.
Always the hurricanes blowing. Always the
Cool. There's the jubilant Emma Stone.
All right, guys. Well, we're up and running. This, I don't know how this is going to go. This is just going to be me watching the Oscars with you guys watching me, so we're hanging out together. They got this black and white thing going on, which is kind of cute. Today has gone so wrong. Many things have gone wrong for me today. Good time over at Universal, though. They're showing everybody down there. There's Chadwick Boseman on the carpet. He was looking good. I guess it's the 90th anniversary, so they're doing this whole classic black and white thing. It's not funny, but it's clever. Yeah, just pointing out that she's got Meryl Streep has got 21 Academy Award nominations. By the way, is this stream working for you guys? Lupita Nyong'o. Anne's making lupia. So, very excited about that. And popcorn, apparently.
Is that right now? Just in black and white?
Yeah, they're just doing it in black and white. Oh, here we go. Thank you, honey. Oh, I thought this was fresh. This is from the park.
Yeah, that's good.
It is good. All right, here we go.
Please welcome your host, Jimmy Kimmel.
No, I'm not the biggest Jimmy Kimmel fan in the world. Well, I thought I did a pretty good job last time. So here's hoping he crushes this opening monologue thing. By the way, let me know. You guys can hear me okay, right? All right. I guess you guys can hear me.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for having me. It is a great honor to be invited back for a second time. It's a great honor to be here among so many talented women and men. Congratulations to all of you. You made it. We're at the Oscars. Some of you will be going home tonight with an Academy Award. What could be better than that? Nothing, right? So, I do want to mention, this year, when you hear your name called, don't get up right away. Give us a minute. We don't want another thing.
They're already making a joke about the La La Land thing from last year.
I've not told the story in public because I wanted to save it for tonight, but here's what happened. This is true. Last year, about a week before the show, the producers asked me if I wanted to do some comedy with the accountants, and I said, no, I don't want to do comedy with the accountants. So then the accountants went ahead and did comedy on their own. And I have to hand it to them. It was hilarious, but it won't happen again. This year, the chairman of PricewaterhouseCoopers said, and I quote, our singular focus will be on the show and delivering the correct envelopes, which is, does make sense.
That was such a clusterfuck last year.
What was your focus the other 89 years? I'm hopeful the things will go smoothly tonight. We can't ruin this one. This is a special year. This is a big one. These are the 90th Academy Awards. This is history happening right here.
Somebody asked on the show the other day, said over under 3.5 jokes about the snafu last year, so they've already got one.
Oscar is here with us. After all the years, after all the awards given for achievements in show business, Oscar is still number one, no question about it. Oscar is the most beloved and respected man in Hollywood, and there's a very good reason why. Just look at him. Keeps his hands where you can see them. Never says a rude word. And most importantly, no penis at all. He is literally a statue of limitations. And that's the kind of men we need more of in this town. Here's how clueless Hollywood is about women. We made a movie called What Women Want, and it starred Mel Gibson.
Okay, that was clever. Poor Mel. They're going after Mel already.
No doubt aware, took action last year to expel Harvey Weinstein from their ranks. There were a lot of great nominees, but Harvey deserved it the most. And, oh, that's nice. That's very sweet. So, I'm sure he'll appreciate that applause. The Academy kicked him out, and after they did, I was curious, so I looked it up. You know,
He sings at the end, From Now On. I love From Now On. Yeah. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. I love that song. So that could have... Oh, we got Best Actress in a Supporting Role. Here we go, guys. Another one of the big ones. Oh, I love him.
These next artists brought a distinct humanity to their characters and their stories. Their dexterity and ability to provide dimension lent strength to their entire casts. The impression they left elevated each film, each experience. Here are the nominees for performance by an actress in a supporting role.
This is a stacked category this year. Mary J. Blige, she could win this.
Be right there.
I don't want you working for them.
I won't be working for them. I'll be working for us.
She could win. But the person who's going to win is Allison Janney. Right, Tanya? She's going to win this.
I don't know if you heard, training for the Olympics.
So what do you want, money?
God, no. I just wanted to see you.
You're a taker. Every cent I made went to your skating, and you took it. What do you want?
She's so good in that.
Leslie Manville,
Phantom Thread, yeah.
I'm very fond of her.
Well, you're very fond of her, are you? Well, in that case.
No, don't turn it on me. I don't want your clown on my
Shut up.
It ain't easy
Don't pick a fight
to
with me.
act beside Daniel Day-Lewis and look good.
Right through you.
It ain't easy.
Ends up on the floor. Understood?
Laurie Metcalf, Lady Bird.
Can't even pass your driver's test.
You wouldn't let me practice.
The way that you work, or the way that you don't work, you're not even worth state tuition, Christine.
My name is Lady Bird.
Well, actually, it's not, and it's ridiculous.
Call me Lady Bird like you said you would.
You should just go to City College. You know, with your work ethic, just go to City College and then to jail, and then back to City College, and then maybe you'd learn to pull yourself up and not expect everybody to do everything.
Octavia Spencer, The Shape of Water.
Octavia Spencer was so good in this.
You shut up. Years you don't talk. Now you can shut your mouth. Damn you, Bruce. You wouldn't understand. Couldn't understand that if you tried your whole life.
I love her. I love her so much.
And the Oscar goes to
Allison Janney.
Allison Janney.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Yep. She won the SAG. She won Critics' Choice. She won Golden Globe. I mean, it was kind of a foregone conclusion. She really did deserve it. We're seeing the Oscars. So we've seen Shape of Water win. We've seen Dunkirk win. We've seen I, Tonya win. We've seen 3 Billboards win. This has really been spread out quite a bit so far tonight. You know what? I know I've been answering questions over the speeches. I want to hear Allison Janney's. She's so great. Like most of you guys, I fell in love with her on West Wing. Did you say I did it all by myself? That's great.
Nothing further from the truth. Thank you to the Academy. My fellow nominees, you represent everything that is good and right and human about this profession. You are all extraordinary. Stephen Rogers, look what you did. Look what you did. You're a brilliant writer. Thank you for the gift of Lavana. I did not see this coming. You did. You give new meaning to the word friend. To my I, Tonya family, the magnificent Margot Robbie, the fearless Craig Gillespie, a cast and crew and bird that elevated my work.
The bird.
Tom and Brian.
She's got this pet bird in the movie.
My team, Janny, Leslie Sievert, Chris
Is it a real
Ramsey,
bird?
Alana
Yeah.
Rice, Karen Sanfilippo. We've been together a long time. Thank you for all of your work. Joanne Woodward, I want to thank you for your encouragement and generosity that gave me the confidence to think I could pursue a career in acting. To my mother and father, Jay, my family of friends, the staff at GATA. You know who you are. I love you. And this is for Hal. You're always in my heart. Thank you very much.
I don't know who Hal is, but that was sweet.
Coming up, Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, Tiffany Haddish is coming up.
She looks like a queen.
We love Tiffany Haddish.
She should host the Oscars.
I know she did. Did you see her hosting the Oscar nominations announcements?
Was it bad?
She struggled.
Just she's nervous.
Yeah, maybe because she was nervous. But how would she then do with the main thing? Let's see. Okay, Iggy is horrible. Writes Viva Chile. So I guess there was. Oh yeah, there was in there, wasn't there? Jace Little writes difference between sound mixing and sound editing. Okay, so sound editing. Think of it in these terms. Creating the paint.
Is that Zimmer?
Yeah, it is. It's Hans Zimmer. And then using the paints to make a picture. So sound editing, like coming up with all the sounds. And then sound mixing is the art of taking all those sounds and creating the mix all together. And they're two different disciplines and they're two different art forms. I know to a lot of people who aren't like sound engineers, it can feel like they're just kind of the same thing, but they really are different sets of skills and different disciplines. So that's why they got two different Academy Awards for that. Sujith writes, Margot Robbie's hair, so beautiful. I mean, well, look, anything about Margot Robbie is just stupidly, stunningly beautiful. Everything about Margot Robbie is just like, she's one of the, like, it's just dumb how attractive Margot Robbie is. It's just stupid and ridiculous and nonsensical how attractive. And it's also completely unfair that you get somebody who is that, man or woman, that attractive and that talented. So yeah, it's just kind of dumb and just kind of unfair that somebody like anybody can have all of that wrapped up into one package. It's just basically unfair. It's not fair in life. Okay, hold on a second here.
Said Hal is her brother that committed suicide.
Oh, Hal is her brother. She had a brother commit suicide. Anne looked it up. When Allison Janney thanked Hal at the end, I guess Hal was a brother of hers who had committed suicide. That's so sad. It makes what she said now even all the more special, right? That's really too bad. Okay, so go back over here. Sorry, scrolling down through the questions. Oh, and my questions got stuck here for a second. Give me a minute. do. Okay, here we go. Okay. Jesse the Savage is writing, how can you tell a movie its Oscar nomination? Oh, look, honey. I think the first advertisement of the return of
Just a second.
Tuesday, March 27th.
the Roseanne Barr show is back.
Why does everybody else think I'm dead?
The family that looks
I'm not quite sure what you're asking, Jesse, when you say, how can you tell a movie its Oscar nomination? Can you understand?
It's Oscar worthy? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jesse, I'm not quite sure what it is you're asking. Manuel Fernandez writes, check out Eric Davis's Twitter account. He has the order in which the categories are presented. Oh, that's interesting. Eric's a friend of mine, works for Fandango, does a great job. So Roseanne, same cast, new episode.
Wait, I didn't see, what's his name, the brother.
Oh, is that actually him?
Bud? Is Bud in the show?
I'm not sure. I didn't watch Roseanne that much.
What?
No, I didn't. Okay, the show's back on.
From Hollywood, California. Are you guys still with us? Is everyone okay? Everything good? Well, this is the fun part of the show. Our next presenters come to us from a galaxy far, far away.
Oh, Star
They are
Wars.
the stars of the biggest movie of the year. I'm excited
Oscar
to
Isaac.
introduce them, but the truth
And
is, I think about my 9-year-old self.
Kelly Marie
I
Tran.
wish he was here
Or
because
Mark Hamill.
he would be so much more excited.
Oh.
What's the kid with the stick?
Hi, 9-year-old self.
Oh, it's his 10-year-old self.
60-year-old self.
I'm 50, not 60.
Ugh. Really?
Yes, really.
Well, you should have taken better care of us.
Yeah, listen, just read the teleprompter, you little bastard. I know where you're hiding the magazines.
Here to present the award for Best Animated Short and Feature from Star Wars The Last Jedi. Kelly Marie Tran, Oscar Isaac, Mark Hamill, and BB-8.
Anne loves Kelly Marie Tran.
Don't fall off the stage, BB.
Great to be here and to be together again.
Yeah, it's great. I'm also here to pick up my monthly check under the Jedi pension plan. Apparently, they never end.
Okay. BB-8 wants to know why he's the only one not in a tuxedo.
It's delicate. No designer would dress him.
I think it's robot discrimination. No, that's the thing.
Is it?
Okay.
This next award is for the films that follow the rule, brevity is the soul of wit.
Here are the nominees for Best Animated Short Film.
Hey, I think I've seen.
Dear Basketball.
Yeah.
I saw Dear Basketball. We
Tell
actually,
them how you saw it.
Anne and I saw Dear Basketball at the John Williams live concert because John Williams did the music for Dear Basketball.
It was really good too.
And Kobe Bryant himself came out on stage to narrate Dear Basketball as John Williams conducted his score to it. It was really quite special.
And the Oscar goes to... Don't say La La Land, don't say La La Land.
Dear Basketball.
And Dear Basketball won. Wow, Kobe Bryant
Kobe with
is
an
an Academy
Oscar.
Award winner.
Woo! And Glenn Keane. So good.
And not John Williams? John Williams did the score for it, right?
Just at the concert.
Oh, I thought he did the score for it.
That was the first time they'd ever.
Okay.
I thought. I don't know. Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
Well, Glenn Keane might be the director of the thing.
He drew it.
Okay, so then John Williams did do the score.
Yeah. Glenn Keane is a famous Disney artist.
Thank you, Academy. Thank you, Jenny Ram, Max Keane, our entire crew, for your incredible talents. My wife.
I can't believe
Linda,
Kobe
for
Bryant got an
years
Oscar.
of love and
Yeah.
support. And to Kobe for writing Dear Basketball. It's a message for all of us. Whatever form your dream may take.
That is interesting, Kobe being up there getting an award in a Me Too year. But, all right. But it is beautiful. It is beautiful. If you haven't seen Dear Basketball, it really is great. It's wonderful to watch.
Thank you, Academy, for this amazing honor. Thank you, John Williams, for such a wonderful piece of music.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Verizon, for believing in the film. Thank you, Molly Carter. Without you, we wouldn't be here. And to my wife, Vanessa, our daughters, Natalia, Gianna, and Bianca, ti amo con tutto il mio cuore. You are my inspiration. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
There's John Williams. There he is.
I can't believe Kobe has an Oscar.
BB-8 says we have to present another award.
I've got a question.
So what is that?
I don't always know what BB-8 is saying.
I'm fluent in Yiddish.
In Yiddish.
Okay, but how does BB-8 know we're presenting two awards?
Are you kidding? He's the only one who came to rehearsal.
Right. We were all at that party together.
Yeah, we had a thing with a guy.
Yeah, good point. Here are the nominees for Best Animated Feature Film.
Okay, Best Animated Feature. I mean, it's
God.
How did Boss Baby... This is how bad this year was in film. That Boss Baby got nominated for Best Picture.
Nora Toomey and Anthony
I really want
Leo.
to see that.
Coco, Lee Unkrich,
Yeah, this will be Coco's year.
Ferdinand,
Ferdinand! Yeah! Give it to John Cena.
And wants Ferdinand to win just so John Cena can come up on stage.
And the Oscar goes to Viva Latin America, Coco!
No surprise, Coco wins Best Animated Feature. Well deserved too. Totally well deserved. All right, let's read a couple more questions here as the Coco producers make their way to the stage. Let's see. Samantha Elliott writes, "Why isn't there an Oscar for color correction / grading? I've always seen that as the picture equivalent to sound mixing. Sound is crucial. Well, why not for color correcting and grading? I think it's because with sound mixing, sound editing, and sound mixing, you can actually hear the results of the sound mix and the sound mix. It's all created, right? With color grading and color correction, I think that would be very difficult. If you don't know what the stock was, for all you know when you're watching a movie, it had almost no color grading. For all you know as a viewer, it was just shot a certain way and there was very little color correction done, or it had a ton of color correction done. There's no way that you can actually tell. There's no way to judge that. Whereas the sound mix, you can hear the results. You know what the results are, and otherwise it'd be difficult. So I think that's probably why. It's because it's just one you can't tell just by watching the film how much color grading, how much color correction was actually done in the project, and how much was just naturally shot. So I guess that's probably why it's difficult to have a category for it. Jesse Savage writes, "How does a movie become an Oscar nomination?" Basically, there's a voting system. It's each branch of the Academy, like the director's branch, the acting branch, the cinematography branch. The different branches put forward nominations. There's a system for narrowing it down to a certain list of nominations. There's a video that I produced on YouTube, basically on how the Oscars work, that kind of explains how a film becomes nominated and how it can get nominated, and then ultimately how it's voted on. So I would recommend going and checking that video out. Josh Baker writes, "Lego Batman should have been nominated." I honestly, well, first of all, Coco should have won over Batman, but I am curious why the Lego Batman movie didn't get nominated. I think there was something about it not being eligible. I can't remember for sure, but I think I remember hearing something about Lego Batman not being eligible. I could be wrong about that, but we'll see about that. Okay, more people coming on stage. Let's see what the next category is.
Thank you so much for this moment. I want to invite you to open your heart and your feelings to feel the reality, to feel love. Can you feel it?
That's a dumb speech.
Our third nominated original song is from the movie Call Me By Your Name. Love is a mysterious thing, and the first love even more of a challenge, right? Composer Sufjan Stevens' song explored the new and surprising...
Okay, Phil, excuse me for a second. While they're singing the song from Call Me By Your Name, I'm going to go and refill my Zevia.
Graduate student Oliver comes to stay from the summer. Here to perform Mystery of Love is composer Sufjan Stevens.
Oh, wow. Just the setup, there's like 5 guitars. I've never heard the song. It sounds awesome.
This does sound really nice. I've heard the song before, but I've never seen it performed like this. It's got a Mumford & Sons feel to it.
Wait, but is this during a scene? I've never seen that movie.
I don't know. I don't remember it. That was a very pretty performance.
Mm-hmm.
That was very, very pretty.
Coming up, Sandra Bullock, Gina Rodriguez, Tom Holland, Matthew
Oh,
McConaughey,
Tom
and
Holland.
Emma Stone.
And loves Tom Holland.
with Zendaya.
With Zendaya. All right. Let's see. Sean Keffy writes, "Never thought I'd see Kobe win an Oscar. You and me both." Although, I'll say it. If you haven't seen Dear Basketball, and the first time I saw it was at the John Williams concert, it really was. It's very moving. The way it's animated and in the way it's narrated and the score that John Williams does for it, it's moving. And I'm not a big Kobe fan, but it's moving, and it probably deserved that, to be honest with you. Let's see here. Josh Baker, Batman should have been nominated. Oh yeah, I read that a second ago. Yeah, I want to find out why it didn't get nominated. Sam Fisher writes, "I would have been fine with Oscar or with Loving Vincent winning." That's true. The movie's fantastic, an achievement by animating using oil painting, which is, yeah, I mean, but remember, it's not just the art that they're rewarding, it's the overall movie package, but it was very good. I just thought Coco overall was the better film. Adam Tander writes, "Just did the snack run. Loved How to Train Your Dragon 2 and Big Hero 6. In my opinion, the former should have won Best Animated Feature. Thoughts?" I can't remember what it went against, but I do remember loving How to Train Your Dragon 2, but also being okay that it didn't win. Can you look that up for me? How to Train Your Dragon 2. I believe it was nominated for Best Animated Feature, but can you look up who it was against and who won the year that it was nominated? Anne's going to look that up. I can't remember who it was against, but I do remember at the time I loved How to Train Your Dragon 2. I thought it was even better than the original, but I was perfectly okay with it not winning because whatever won that year, I think I was cool with whatever won that year actually winning. Jesse the Savage says, "You should make a merchandise store." What's that?
Frozen.
Oh, Frozen one. Yeah, so Frozen one. "You should make a merchandise store." I am going to make a merchandising store. There is going to be John Campion merchandise, so get ready to buy your Bring On the Filthy hoodies. That is coming. I promise it is coming. Joe Rapazzo writes, "Hey, John, I love Zevia." That's right. "I'm vegan, and that's the only soda I drink." Well, here's the thing. I used to drink 2, I'm not kidding. When I used to do my movie blog podcast, I would literally drink 2 liters of Coke. 2 full bottle 2 liters of Coke. When I realized how many calories that was, after a couple of years of doing that, I realized, I should stop. So I started drinking diet soda. And I started drinking Diet Pepsi. And then I had a heart attack a couple of years ago. And Anne found this article that diet sodas can be, my doctor never said this, but Anne found this article saying, diet sodas can be a contributing factor to that. And I read about all the different ways diet sodas are bad for you. It's the artificial sweeteners. So the only soda I could find, because soda stops me from snacking, the only soda I could find that didn't have sugar and it didn't have artificial sweeteners either was this Zevia. And I read up on it and it seems really good. And it's not quite as good as Coke or Diet Pepsi, but it's actually not bad. And as I started drinking it, I started actually quite liking it. So Zevia, everybody, Zevia. All right. What else we got here? Zachary Zarvos writes, "Who said you get breaks? Have Anne take over when you go get something." There you go, Anne. Every time I need to get up to go to the bathroom or something, you need to slide in here and entertain the people. Tell stories about how you got Lily. Yeah, next time I have to go to the bathroom or go to the kitchen, Anne will step in here and tell the story about how she got our dog Lily. The M Cluster writes, "Hi, Anne. Why isn't she on camera? Also, was Mark Hamill's hand trembling when he was on stage?" Oh, I didn't notice if his hand was trembling. Anne's not on camera because she doesn't want to be on camera. She's got herself tucked away on that side of the couch. She doesn't... Yeah, just because I'm doing this live stream doesn't mean she wants to be in front of 3,000 people doing the live stream too.
I may be asleep.
John, say pop, not soda. You're Canadian. Well, I do say pop quite often. I often say pop, but I guess I go back and forth saying pop and soda. So wait a second, I got emails I got to check here.
There's a surprise around
Give me 1 second here, guys.
hard at work to make you feel welcome. The Overlook Hotel. Come stay with us forever and ever.
Oh, they just did a commercial for the Academy Museum. That's interesting. Oh, and they're back. That was quick.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here are Gina Rodriguez and Tom Holland.
Oh, there's Tom Holland.
But not with Zendaya.
But not with Zendaya. Anne doesn't care if it's not with Zendaya. So what's the category? This kid's going to be a big star for a long time.
In today's films demonstrate that anything is possible, and that even the most fantastic images found in the pages of a screenplay can become an on-screen reality.
Effects artists working in concert with virtually every
Oh, visual effects. Here we go. This has got to be War for the Planet of the Apes. Has to be War for the Planet of the Apes.
I can't believe that came out this year.
Yeah.
It feels like it came out last year.
Well, technically it was last year, 2017.
Blade Runner 2049.
I mean, the effects in Blade Runner were great.
Paul Lambert and Richard R. Hoover. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume
The effects in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 were fantastic.
Jonathan Faulkner and Dan Sudik. Kong.
The effects in Kong Skull Island were wonderful.
Jeff White, Scott Benza, and Mike Minardis. Star Wars: The Last
The effects in Star Wars: The Last Jedi were astounding.
Neil Scanlon and Chris
Yeah.
Cornwell. War for the
But it's
Planet of
got to
the
be
Apes.
War for the Planet of the
Joe
Apes.
Terry, Daniel Barrett,
Has to
Dan
be.
Levin, and Joel Wist.
And the Oscar goes to Blade Runner 2000.
Wow. All right, I'm going to go on record. That's a mistake. War for the Planet of the Apes should have won Best Visual Effects. The effects in Blade Runner were wonderful. They were great. Not taking anything away from them. But to say that the effects in Blade Runner were even in the same league as War for the Planet of the Apes is preposterous. Just preposterous. And I'm a Star Wars fan, and I'm saying it shouldn't. Star Wars shouldn't have been one. That should have been War for the Planet of the Apes. That's ridiculous.
They made apes.
They made like apes.
Yes.
Go
Thank
away.
you so much, Academy members of the Academy, for this great honor. Thank you, Denis Villeneuve.
I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm hating on these guys because they did a wonderful, wonderful job, but I'm sorry that not in the same league as the War for the Planet of the Apes effects. That's a ridiculous win.
Deke Ferran, Victor Mueller, Cynthia Yorkin, DNIC, Framestore, NBC, Booth, Rodeo, UPP, Atomic, Weta, Alcon, Warner Brothers, Sony, Sean Young, Deb, and Miles. And
Oh my God, this is so surreal. I share this with my incredible team led by Michelle back at Double Negative, my family, especially for putting up with the crazy hours of
What's
the
that?
last 22 years.
Oh.
My boys, Poppins and Jackson, are watching right now. And to all the people who have
That's
taken
cute.
a big influence on me and my career.
I hope these guys don't think they're all going to get a chance to say something.
friends in Montreal, merci beaucoup. This is for you.
Well, at least the guy yelled out a Canadian city, so that's fine. But no, that's the first award tonight that I'm going to go, that's wrong. That's just wrong. And again, no shade on these guys. They did a great job with Blade Runner 2049. But to say it was better than the effects in War for the Planet of the Apes, nonsense. All right, The Reconnaissance.
They're an illusion. Literally a magic trick. Still frames projected on the screen to trick the eye into seeing movement and life. Now, it's true that we make the movie in production, but we sculpt the movie in the editing room.
Okay, best editing.
Where real magic happens.
I kid you not. I honestly think, go on record right here, I think Baby Driver has a shot at this. I really do.
Since 1934, the Academy has recognized the women and the men whose skill for combining distinct images has elevated the art of movie making.
Yeah.
It is now my honor to present this year's nominees for achievement in film editing. Baby Driver, Paul Matchless.
Yeah, the editing in Baby Driver was so ridiculously good.
Dunkirk, Lee Smith. I, Tonya.
I, Tonya, the editing was good.
The Shape of Water.
Shape of Water editing's very good.
3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
3 Billboards, the editing was very good. Come on, Baby Driver. Baby Driver.
Dunkirk.
Oh, wow, Dunkirk got it. Okay. Not who I would have given it to, but so good and so close, I've got no complaints. That's 3 wins for Dunkirk.
And Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World.
3 wins, 3 trophies so far for Dunkirk. Random Dan writes, Blade Runner probably won because of CGI Sean Young. I mean, the CGI Sean Young scene was good, but it was very still and very static. Whereas War for the Planet of the Apes, the entire freaking movie is all these apes that looked absolutely real, giving real performances. I mean, yeah, that's. I mean, Random Man Dan, I don't think you're wrong. I think probably the thing that made people vote for it was probably the whole CGI Sean Young thing. But the CGI Sean Young thing does not compare to the apes throughout the entire movie. Armies of them. It's just, yeah, still upset about this. Well, listen to this guy's acceptance speech. This is the 3rd win for Dunkirk.
Always supportive, great producer, incredible. I mean,
does that look like my cousin Emma behind them?
Amazing.
Oh, I didn't see. I looked at the lady, not the person behind.
I'd also like to thank my beautiful wife sitting over there, Kimberly, my daughter up in the nosebleed section, wherever. I'm wrapping up. Melanie Ramsay, John Lee, my editorial assistants, Warner Brothers, the Academy. Can't talk any quicker. I'm an editor. I should be able to do this very quickly. Matthew McConaughey, awesome. Thank you.
Yes.
That was a good editor speech. I'm an editor. I should be able to do this quickly. That was cute.
And back to a windowless room full of abbots he goes. You know, I know editing isn't the most glamorous category, but I don't know if you know this, but before Dunkirk, when they went into the editing room, it was originally a romantic comedy starring Reese Witherspoon. Really miraculous. You know, a lot of people have been thanked tonight. Producers, directors, Mexico got a thanks, and deservedly so. Many of you would not be here without the people you're thanking. But there's another group that I think deserves our thanks even more, because without them, none of us would be here. So I want to thank, I would take a moment to thank the people who actually go to see the movies you make. Tonight we thank the movie-going public.
Yeah, movie-going public. They're thanking us, honey.
I don't think you fully understand. I don't want us to just clap. Applause is nice, but I want to really thank them. So the people you see on screen right now, they are across the way at the TCL Chinese Theater. They don't know we can see them. We're watching them on one of those cameras that have vision in the night. What do they call it? Night vision cameras? So
Vision in the night.
We lured them into the theater to see a sneak preview of the movie A Wrinkle in Time. And I thought it would be nice if we got a group together to go over there and thank them in person, to surprise them. So who wants to come with me?
Oh, this is a neat gimmick.
Ansel, would you like to come with me? That would be very kind of you. Yes. I mean, who else? Mark, would you? Oh, they would get a big kick out of seeing Luke Skywalker. That would be wonderful. Yeah, definitely. Guillermo, you want to come with us? You know you're nominated in every category, so this could potentially be problematic. Oh, good. Guillermo? I'd like you to meet Guillermo.
So the theaters are... So those that aren't familiar, the theaters are not very far from each other.
Yeah, Anne's pointing out. Anne and I have been in both of these theaters, so
you can actually walk from this theater to the TCL.
Yeah, the TCL is literally just, it's not even across the street, it's just around, it's just down the sidewalk a little bit.
This is hilarious.
Armie Hammer is going to join us as well. Wonderful.
Oh my God, they get to see Wonder Woman and Luke Skywalker. And Nakia. And Baby Driver.
Oh, this is fun. This is a neat little stunt. Was it last year that they had...
oh, and Margot Robbie went.
Was it last year that they had a tour?
Yeah, the
and they
tour
didn't,
showed
and they
up
didn't
there.
know they were going into the Oscars?
Yeah.
That was great. I really liked that little stunt last year. Oh, this is so cool. I wish I could be in that theater when this group walks in. Oh, okay. This is a nice little stunt. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Okay, sorry, guys. I'll go back to the chat board now because you guys have been sending in some more questions. Sujith writes, Dunkirk, well-deserved. I expected Baby Driver to win. I don't know that I expected Baby Driver to win. I thought Baby Driver should have won. That whole movie is just predicated on amazing music, but also amazing editing. Just fantastic editing. That's why I really thought, even though it was a dark horse, I actually really did think Baby Driver had a real solid... pardon me, too much Zevia. Had a real solid shot at winning that. So a little bit surprised that it didn't. But Dunkirk wins. All those films, beautifully edited films. I got no complaints. All right, Manuel Fernandez writes, gonna have to disagree on Blade Runner, my friend. I felt that 2049's effect had more variety, more well-defined environments and production pieces, and a fully realized world. Not like Planet of the Apes, man. That everything was so brutally, felt so real. 2049 was gorgeous. It was great design, but there were many times in the film that I never felt like it was real. Like I never felt like that was the tangible world. Whereas with Planet of the Apes, and it's all subjective for sure, but from my point of view, like the Planet of the Apes stuff, it never once did I ever not think what I was seeing was actually physically real. It always felt totally and completely real. So anyway, that's just kind of my thing on it. But again, like visual effects is much like everything else in movies. It's like just completely subjective, and your thoughts of it are going to be different from mine. And that's totally cool. Viper91 says, who is your all-time favorite Oscar host? Billy Crystal. Billy Crystal is my all-time favorite Oscar host. He's just, I still don't think anybody's done it as well. I don't think anybody has done it as well as Billy Crystal. And I hope he becomes more relevant in movies again, just so he can host the Oscars again. I would love it if Billy Crystal hosted the Oscars again. There's some the majesty isn't the right phrase, but the sheer specialness of the Oscars just feels even more special, more prestigious, if you will, when Billy Crystal's hosting it. I mean, for me, at any rate. Let's see. Donald Long writes, more surprise name of an Oscar winner, 3-6 Mafia or Kobe Bryant? That's a good one. Well, 3-6 Mafia was for best song in a movie, so that could have been anybody. So I will go Kobe Bryant. I think the bigger surprise for it, although those are two very big surprise ones that you're mentioning there, Donald. Absolutely. I still remember the joke. I think Jon Stewart was hosting the Oscars that year, and it was before Martin Scorsese had won his first Academy Award. And after 3-6 Mafia won for Hart Out There for Pimp, I believe was the name of the song that they did. After their win, Jon Stewart comes out and says, for those of you keeping score at home, 3-6 Mafia, 1 Oscar, Martin Scorsese, 0. Which was just a killer moment. I loved it. Okay. Let's see. Kellex writes, have you ever gone to the Oscars? Red carpet crowd? No, never gone. I had the chance to go one year with AMC, but we opted against it there was a good reason. I can't remember what it was for. I mean, it wasn't to go into the Oscars. It was just to be on the red carpet. But no, I have never actually been to the Oscars. I hope to do that sometime. One of my bigger movie bucket list things was going to a Star Wars premiere. I've done that, but behind that would be going to an Oscar. So hopefully I get to go to the Oscars someday. It's a tough ticket to get, though, man. It's a real tough ticket to get. Mustack Reviews writes, Michael Shannon should have gotten a nomination. I disagree. We had this discussion on my show the other day. I mean, Michael Shannon kind of just felt like Michael Shannon. He was very good in it, But I'll be honest with you, I didn't think he deserved nomination. Okay, they're going to do the stunt now. I'm going to check this out. Hold a second. This is going to be good.
Okay, so we are outside theater number 6 at the TCL Chinese Theater.
Oh, they're actually upstairs on the 3rd floor.
We've got snacks. What do we
Oh
have?
my God,
What
they
do
have
you
snacks.
Candy. We got red vines. We got gummy bears. We got.
That's so
We
cute.
have a 6-foot sub, and we have a hot
Oh,
dog
Lin-Manuel
cannon.
went.
Ansel has a hot dog cannon, and Army has a hot dog cannon.
Oh my
Hot
God,
dog
hot
cannon.
dog cannon.
You can fire hot dogs.
Sandwiches.
Those Guillermo's. Good job.
I hope they brought like physical security with them too, because a lot of people might want to rush forward.
Nah, I think they'll just be too much in shock.
So, here we go. Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
I don't know if you know who we are.
Ah! Oh my God. I wish I was in that
We
theater.
have been in that theater.
And it's like there's seats open, but then you'd be watching A Wrinkle in Time and not watching the Oscars.
We're sorry we interrupted the movie. I just want to say right up front, there is a strong aroma of marijuana in this theater. So,
Not that I know how it smells.
First of all, I have an announcement.
She's so charming, I
You are
can't get
live
over
on the
that.
Oscars right now. Okay? You see that, audience? Here's Meryl Streep.
That's funny.
So we were talking about our appreciation for people.
This is
who
great.
go to the movies, and those are you people. So we wanted to say thank you to the moviegoers. Say thank you to the moviegoers, everybody.
Oh, that's so cool.
Surprise for you as well. I notice you don't have any snacks, and especially considering the smell in this theater. So Edward is here.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that's so cool. They have a 6-foot sub. Hot dog shooter. I want to see that thing go.
That's awesome. Look how happy these people are. This is amazing.
I would be freaking out. The thing is, they probably don't have their phones because it's a screening.
Yeah. Now with all these, I would still just be completely focused on, oh my God, Mark Hamill's here. I would just be freaking out about Mark Hamill.
Oh, this is better than Halloween. This is a lot of fun.
That's so
This
funny.
is great.
How you doing? Come up here for a second. Mike Young. Where are you from, Mike? From Lake Elsinore, California.
Like Elsinore?
Yeah, he looks like he's from Lake Elsinore.
Yeah, loving it. Have you found out who the wrinkle is yet? No, not yet. Mike, have you ever done an introduction on an award show before? No, I haven't. Hey guys, Mike here is going to do an introduction, so...
Oh my God.
That's great.
Wow.
This is great.
How lucky is that guy?
This is why I love the Oscars.
Mike is going to introduce our next presenters.
Hello, billion people watching. I'm Mike Young. Movies truly are magic. One moment you can be sitting in a theater watching one, and the next minute you're on the Oscars introducing Tiffany
Haddish.
and Maya Rudolph. Please welcome Tiffany Haddish and Maya Rudolph.
Yeah.
That was a great stunt. That was a great little gimmick. I really enjoyed that. That was wonderful. And Tiffany Haddish looks great.
Wearing her UGG slippers.
We are so happy to be here, but our feet hurt. Yeah. I had to take my shoes off.
Oh, Maya Rudolph.
I've been wearing these shoes since 11 o'clock this morning. How long you been wearing your shoes?
Since the Critics' Choice Awards.
Oh. Well, I got blisters bubbling up on the bottom of my foot.
Girl, my pinky toe fell off.
Oh.
I love Maya Rudolph.
We are so happy to be here, but a little nervous too, because a few years ago, people were saying that Oscars were so white. And since then, some real progress has been made.
But when we came out together, we know some of you were thinking, Are the Oscars too black now? We just want to say, don't worry. There are so many more white people to come. So many. We just came from backstage, and there are tons of them. And not just movie stars. There are white people walking around with headsets.
Oh my god, I
With
can't.
clipboards.
She's so funny.
I'm personally not a fan of white people with clipboards because I'm always wondering, what are they writing down about me? Oh yeah, when they're like, I'm sorry, you're not on the list. And they didn't check all the pages. I'm like, hey, white dude with the clipboard, check all the pages. Ooh, and what about when they on the headset and you're like, who are they talking to? Oh yeah. So hold on one second. Are you talking to me? Oh, you're not talking to me. Oh, you want me to wait? I'm sorry. Okay, Kim. Okay, Kim. Who's Kim? I don't know, but it feels like I'm in a department store.
I totally fell in love with Tiffany Haddish in Girls Trip. I love her.
Enough about our personal issues. We are presenting two
Oh,
awards
that was
tonight,
so good.
documentary short subject and live action short film. Here are the nominees for best documentary short subject.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I've even watched any of these, so I'm just gonna go back to the questions. Nice bit by everybody there. I thought that was great. Okay, let's see. Where am I? Okay, Min writes. Apes was nominated for all 3 films, but never won. What a shame. I think it deserved it for each one. Damn, now I'm at 11-13 predictions right. You mean for visual effects? I mean, yeah, there's some to be said there for that. Moose Tack writes, I didn't like Shape of Water, was not interested. Well, hey, man. I feel bad I'm talking over them, even reading and... But come on, let's be honest. 99% of you don't care who won documentary short subject.
Tiffany Haddish said, I wish. She said, hi, Meryl. I hope you can be my mom one day.
Is that what she said? Tiffany Haddish says, hi, Meryl. I hope you can be my mom one day. I love her. But, you know, hey, look. Moose Tack, you didn't like Shape of Water. Nothing wrong with that. That's the subjectivity of movies. I mean, I really feel bad that you didn't because I think it's such a great movie and it's been nominated for a lot of things. But hey, you shouldn't feel bad that you didn't like it. It's all about how it affects you, and if it didn't affect you the certain way that it affected other people, nothing wrong with that. Dark Ashter writes, to compare which is better, Shawshank Redemption or Forrest Gump, both were up for Best Picture. I say Shawshank. WTFPAOT, I don't know what that is, was great. I don't know what that is. But yes, Shawshank Redemption and Forrest Gump were both nominated. Forrest Gump is great. It's got Tom Hanks in it, so Anne loves Forrest Gump. But yeah, Shawshank Redemption should have won Best Picture that year. I mean, hey, at least the film that won was a great film in Forrest Gump. But Shawshank Redemption totally should have won. Totally should have won Best Picture that year, completely. Andy A. Hernandez won. At work, who won so far? Well, right now, I'm the only one who works for me. Well, no, that's not true. But me and Ray and Jonathan do not have an Oscar pool this year. So far, I'm in the lead. Let's see. Adam Tanner writes, Big Hero 6 beat How to Train Your Dragon in 2015. Oh, is that what it was? Anne looked it up.
2015. How to Train Your Dragon 2?
Yeah.
I thought that was 2014.
Oh, yeah, okay, so you're saying How to Train Your...
Yeah, that could be right. I don't know.
Well, if that's the case, then I still agree with it. Like, I agree with Big Hero 6 winning over How to Train Your Dragon 2. I feel good about that one, personally. Myself, personally, I feel good about that one. Okay, I'm going to get back to Tiffany Haddish here for a second.
And now, here are the nominees for Best Live Action Short Film.
Tiffany Haddish is fearless.
Elementary, Reed Van Dyke.
They should just have those two women host Oscars. They were too funny together.
My nephew Emmett, Kevin Wilson Jr. The Silent Child, Chris Overton and Rachel Shinton. Watu Wote, All of Us, Katia Bimra and Tobias Rosen.
What? This Is Us? Oh, no, All of Us. Sorry, baby.
What?
The Oscar goes to...
The name of it was All of Us. I thought, what? This Is Us?
The Silent Child, Chris Overton and Rachel Shinton.
I was like, where are they?
Oh, they have to leave their little private box. Oh, they don't have far to go.
Yeah.
Who's the Artur director who directed the best short film? Oh, the dude with the man bun.
She's the best.
I love Tiffany Haddish.
Oh God, hello. I made a promise to our 6-year-old lead actress that I'd sign this speech.
Oh, that's
My hands
nice.
are shaking a little bit, so I apologise. Thank you. Our movie is about a deaf child being born into a world of silence. It's not exaggerated or sensationalized for the movie. This is happening. Millions of children all over the world live in silence and face communication barriers and particularly access to education. So deafness is a silent disability. You can't see it and it's not life-threatening. So I want to say the biggest of thank yous to the Academy for allowing us to put this in front of a mainstream
This is
audience.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
This was such a team effort, so I've got to say thank you to our parents for making and selling cupcakes so we could
Thanks, Mom.
for finishing, helping us finish the film. Thanks
Oh,
to
their
everyone
brother
who
and
backed
sister.
our Indiegogo campaign.
Oh, are they?
Vanessa Johnston,
She said
Terry
Oh,
Jones,
that's great.
our
So
executive
cute.
producers Danny Umrod, everyone at Slick Sherrills and Slick Films, all our incredible cast and crew, Maisie Sly, Julie Foy, Rebecca Harris, Ali Farahani. We couldn't do it without you. But lastly, my fiance.
Oh, not brother and sister.
Hopefully they're not brother and sister. Or maybe that's the topic of their next short film. Sibling love.
She's calling my mom and dad already.
Well, maybe that was her mom that was down there, not his.
Brother and sister.
Best brother and sister. Dave Chappelle presenting at the Oscars.
Yes.
Composed by Diane Warren and Common, the fourth of our nominated original songs is from Marshall, a film centered on
I loved
a
Marshall.
moment in the early life of a true civil rights legend.
I was actually really surprised how few people went to go see Marshall. It's just wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. I'm just shocked more people didn't go see it.
Comfortable circumstances and take on issues that are bigger than themselves. And that is a thankless job to take on. You've never seen somebody in a car you want like, damn, where you get that car from? I'm in killing and activism. Oftentimes our heroes are unsung and unrecognized, but tonight we're joined by two extraordinary human beings who answer the call to action, and they are the unsung heroes. And tonight, here to sing about them is Andrew Day and Oscar Award winner, Common.
Common's already won an Oscar?
Yeah, they for the song for the one Ava DuVernay wrote.
A land where dreamers live and freedom dwells.
The Martin Luther King movie.
Immigrants get the benefits. We put up monuments for the feminists. Tell the NRA they in God's way. And to the people of Parkland we say Ashe. Sentiments of love for the people from Africa, Haiti to Puerto Rico.
You can have all the money.
Stand up for something. No, that's funny too.
All the possessions.
Wow, she's got a great voice.
Glory. Common and John Legend.
That might have been the song, but the Selma was the name of the movie. Yeah. How good was Common in John Wick 2? That fight scene between him and Keanu Reeves in John Wick 2 was just fantastic. I loved it. I remember when he rapped this, they sang this at the NBA All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
Krieger119 is saying, Anne, you missed Jen Garner during the Haddish bit. Did they show Jennifer Garner?
I didn't.
Or did she mention Jennifer Garner? Now I feel like I missed out. I feel like I missed out on something big and important now. Okay, so apparently they're saving This Is Me for the last Best Song performance.
Oh, there she is.
Ah.
Coming up, Sandra Bullock, a performance of This Is Me from The Greatest Showman, and a special tribute by Eddie Vedder. Plus, Margot Robbie, Chadwick Boseman, and Nicole Kidman.
Dave Chappelle. Okay, so we're going into commercial here. And Craig is saying, you missed Jennifer Garner. That's my biggest regret now with the Oscars. Apparently I missed the Jennifer Garner thing. Andy A. Hernandez is saying, oh, I'm at work. Who won the Oscars so far? Well, I'm not going to recount it all for you. Andy, go check it out online. It's on there somewhere. Oh, what's this? It's the girl from This Is Me.
Walmart is going big with these.
Yeah, they're going huge.
They're trying to battle Amazon, that's why.
Oh, with their new online ordering stuff? Yeah, Walmart's putting a lot into the ads on this thing. Okay. Hannah Ringswald writes, forever upset about Wreck-It Ralph being snubbed. Yeah, and you know what? Here's the thing, too. I think that what won the year Wreck-It Ralph was nominated was Brave. Remember that? They were both Disney owned. One was Pixar, one was Disney Animation. They're both owned by Disney. And Brave got it. And I like Brave. Brave was good, but Wreck-It Ralph. Here's the funny thing. I remember that year, too, thinking that Wreck-It Ralph really felt like a Pixar film. And Brave really felt like a Disney animation film, but it was the other way around. But no, I completely agree with you, Hannah. I completely agree with you. Wreck-It Ralph absolutely should have won Best Picture over Brave. And I'm not, again, casting no shade on Brave or anything like that. I thought it was good, but Wreck-It Ralph was easily the better movie. Easily the better movie. So the fact that Wreck-It Ralph did not win that year is always been a source of confusion and bewilderment for me.
Man, it feels good to be on TV again.
Okay.
I bet a lot of my ABC friends are going to be very excited to welcome you back.
Welcome back.
Okay, and the Oscars are back. Jesse the Savage is saying Martin Luther King Jr. movie is selling. Yeah, I finally remembered that a few minutes ago. But thank you for keeping me honest there. All right, we're back to the Oscars. Let's see what we got here.
Annabella Sciorra and Oscar nominee Salma Hayek Pinault.
Hi. It's nice to see you all again. It's been a while. It's an honor to be here tonight. This year, many spoke their truth, and the journey ahead is long, but slowly a new path has emerged.
The changes we are witnessing are being driven by the powerful sound of new voices, of different voices, of our voices, joining together in a mighty chorus that is finally saying, time's up.
So we salute those unstoppable spirits who kicked ass and broke through the biased perceptions against their gender, their race, and ethnicity to tell their stories.
And on this 90th anniversary evening, when the Oscars celebrates timeless classics, we also look forward as well.
And we work together to make sure that the next 90 years empower these limitless possibilities of equality, diversity, inclusion, intersectionality. That's what this year has promised us.
So as you can see, so full of emotion, a little bit shaky, we ask you to join us as we take a look at some of these trailblazers.
This entire fall, the Me Too, the Time's Up movements, everyone is getting a voice to express something that has been happening forever, not only in Hollywood, but in every walk of life.
Do they know I'm black?
Should they?
Some of our best work has come from turmoil.
We have been in denial about the things at work. This moment is exposing the hypocrisy.
These are times that'll be long remembered. What will we be remembered for? What did we do?
My name's Ladybird.
It's weird you shake hands.
All the movies I loved were directed by men. That sort of seemed like a prerequisite.
Some of my favorite movies are movies by straight white dudes about straight white dudes. Now, straight white dudes can watch movies starring me, and you relate to that. It's not that hard. I've done it my whole life.
So the
The industry has to become sincerely curious
Camille?
about
Oh, yeah,
the
he would make a
human
great host.
essence that has become invisible behind stereotypes.
It's this possibility of the status quo not having to be the status quo any longer.
Can we considering
I'm talking to Mr. Bradley now.
When Thelma Louise came out, the huge prediction in the press was, this changes everything. We're going to see so many more movies starring female characters. That didn't happen. But this is now that moment.
I've been a trans director in my life for many, many years now. With the nomination and headline, I was like, oh, I guess this is new for some people.
Some people are really, in their hearts, they're threatened or they're scared. And there's nothing to be scared of. It's just equality.
Emily, my wife, had this idea. She wanted to have a website called Muslims Having Fun, which is just like Muslims eating ice cream and writing color posters and laughing and having fun. Because she gets to see that, and most of America doesn't.
You can deconstruct the very way that people see themselves and the way that they are seen.
We are the interpreters of dreams, and we have a chance to lionize beauty and truth and honor and justice.
Only through originality, we can really get to the heart of real human stories.
There's so many movies from different points of view that are making a ton of money. Don't do it because it's better for society and representation, even though it is. Do it because you can get rich.
You get that promotion, right?
I remember going to see Wonder Woman, sitting in the theater and hearing women cry, this big action extravaganza, and something clicked. I'll say it, this is what white men feel all the time. And all these women are having this experience for the first time. I imagine it's going to be the same thing when people go and see Black Panther.
Get ready for some more Get Outs, for some more Black Panthers. Get ready for some more Wrinkle in Times. We're here, and we're not going anywhere.
My son, it is your time. It's so exciting to imagine an 8-year-old kid seeing themselves on screen in a way they've never seen before. Traditional walls have collapsed. You have a phone that has a camera on it that you can actually make a movie on right now if you wanted to.
Go make your movie. We need your movie. I need your movie. So go make it.
That was nice. That was good.
Please welcome
And I don't know if you heard Anne say it during that whole thing there, but she's saying Kumail should host the Oscars. He would make a great Oscar host. He would make a wonderful Oscar host. Okay, Black Panther now is going to speak.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Some people build fences to keep people out, and other people build fences to keep people in.
Fasten your seatbelts, it's going to be a bumpy night.
The stuff that dreams are made of. Unforgettable lines created by brilliant screenwriters.
This year's nominated writers, by adding their unique voices, gave new life to novels,
He still looks like
memoirs, and
T'Challa.
characters from comic books. And
Well,
movies.
they didn't make him up very much.
Best adapted screenplay.
His suit looks
All right,
like
here's
T'Challa.
the thing that Logan's nominated for. So we got Best Adapted Screenplay, Call Me by Your Name. This has a very strong chance of winning.
The Disaster Artist. Screenplay
I
by Scott
don't think The
McDowell.
Disaster Artist has a chance of winning this. Now watch, it's going to win.
Disaster Artist, My Life Inside the Room. The greatest bad movie ever made by Greg Sestero and Tom Bissell. Logan. Screenplay by Scott Frank and James Mangold.
Logan.
Michael Green. Story by James
I don't think it has a chance of winning, but boy, I'll be happy if it does.
and John Romita Sr. Molly's Game.
Oh, Molly's Game, my second favorite movie of the year.
Based on the book by Molly Bloom. Mudbound.
Mudbound has a shot at winning this.
Based on the novel by Hilary Jordan.
And the Oscar goes to James Ivory. Call Me by Your Name.
Call Me by Your Name won. Yeah. No complaints. I mean, it was fine. I really wanted Logan to win, but hey, it really wasn't going to win. It didn't really have a chance at winning, so that's all fine.
Howard's End and A Room with a View.
Zachary Zarvos writes, "You and Anne should bet so me and my girlfriend can compete."
Okay. Against what?
Against what? Bet on what?
Horse number 4.
Well, I'll try and keep it slow, or I'll make it as fast as I can.
I'll try to keep it slow.
My rule number one for screenwriting.
That's what he said. I thought it was funny. It was
I
great.
know.
It was a great slip. It was a great slip of the tongue.
Who wrote the story about first love and who's here tonight. A story familiar to most of us, whether we're straight or gay.
Now, a lot of people who watch my stuff are going to be upset that Logan didn't win. But let's be honest, we knew Logan wasn't going to win. It's just such a huge step forward for the genre of comic book movies that it even got a nomination. Logan getting nominated, we shouldn't lose sight of this. Logan getting nominated is the most important nomination a comic book movie has ever had. Like, as far as the Academy's concerned, the screenplay nomination is one of the big major ones. And Anne's about to fall asleep. She's getting comfortable, getting herself tucked under the blanket. She's getting cozy under the blanket. We can't lose sight of that, about what a huge moment it is for the genre and its status in the world of film and the film community, that it even got nominated for a Best Screenplay award. It's just crazy. And I think we should have known that it didn't have a chance to win. And Call Me by Your Name was a wonderful screenplay. No complaints about it winning. So good on it. Good on it. Dimsum05 writes, "I feel bad for Baby Driver." I do too. Look, I really thought it had a shot at editing. I really do. But look, all those films that were nominated, it was stacked categories. They were all beautifully edited films. So, yeah, I feel bad for Baby Driver. But hey, who would have thought when Edgar Wright was putting out this music car racing kind of movie that it was going to be nominated for like 3 Academy Awards, right? So I think it's awesome that he even just got those nominations. Let's see what the next category is here.
Something big, right?
Studio head
I think it's
Samuel Goldwyn once told 6-time Oscar winner Billy Wilder, "You have all the scenes. Now just go home and word it in."
Screenplay.
That's one
Yeah,
of the
best
big
original
problems
screenplay now.
writers face. People think what they do is easy. The better the writer, the easier it looks. These women and men are master storytellers. They work so hard to make it look so easy. Here are the nominees for Best Original Screenplay.
This is going to be tough, too. This is going to be a stacked one.
Big Sick, written by
This is my vote. My vote is Big Sick. It's not going to win, but it's my vote.
Get Out, written by Jordan Peele.
Get Out. Lady Bird.
By Greta Gerwig.
I don't think Lady Bird should win, but it has a shot.
The Shape of Water, screenplay by
I think Shape of Water may win this.
Story by Guillermo del Toro. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, written by Martin.
Oh, it'd be great if 3 Billboards did win. I know they're not going to say Big Sick, but oh, please say Big Sick.
Jordan Peele.
Oh, wow, Get Out.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, I disagree with it. I thought the screenplay for Get Out was really good. I'll be honest, I wasn't even sure it should have been nominated. And I like the movie very, very much, but I didn't even think it should have been nominated for best screenplay.
Okay, Liam Neeson's.
The Liam Neesons? God, I miss Key and Peele. I miss Key and Peele so much.
Thank you. You guys are gonna.
Where's Peel? Wait, which one is
mess up my jet ski.
Peel?
This is Peele. Yeah.
This means so much to me. I stopped writing this movie about 20 times because I thought it was impossible. I thought it wasn't going to work. I thought no one would ever make this movie. But I kept coming back to it because I knew if someone let me make this movie, that people would hear it and people would see it. So I want to dedicate this to all the people who raised my voice and let me make this movie. Donna, Ron at Universal, everybody, QC, Sean, Ted, Bea, Jason at Blumhouse. You guys, thank you so much. To the cast and crew, I love you. Thank you so much. My wife, who supported me through this whole process. My mother, who taught me to love even in the face of hate. And to everybody who went and saw this movie. Everybody who bought a ticket, who told somebody to buy a ticket. Thank you. I love you for shouting out at the theater, for shouting out at the screen. Let's keep going. Brian Roberts, thank you. I love you all. Thank you so much. Good night.
Well, I got to tell you what. Well, I don't agree with the win. You got to consider that winning Best Original Screenplay, this bumps it up a few notches in the possibilities of it maybe taking Best Picture. I mean, again, I wouldn't get my vote, but with it winning Best Screenplay over Lady Bird, over The Shape of Water, you've got to now reevaluate where Get Out might be in its standing in the Best Picture race. I mean, it just won over 3 Billboards. It won over Lady Bird. It won over Shape of Water. It won over all these kind of big frontrunners for Best Picture. And it's a different award, yes, but I mean, if the Oscar voters are in a place where they're voting for it to win Best Original Screenplay over those films, I mean, it could be in a much more serious position to win Best Picture than I was anticipating. Like, maybe a lot more. So, again, I don't agree with it. It wouldn't have gotten my vote, but we have to look a little bit more seriously at it now in that Best Picture race. This could get very, very interesting. Okay, let's go back to the live questions you guys are sending in here. Where are we at so far? Adam Griffin writes, scale of 1 to 10, how's this Oscars so far? Anne's 2. I'll go 8. I'm really enjoying it. They're playing it a little safe this year. They're playing it, but that's fine. I mean, the acceptance speeches have been great. The little bits they're doing have been really nice. What do you think?
Yeah, I would say 8.
Anne's given it an 8 as well.
I love the musical performances, actually.
Yeah, and we still haven't gotten This Is Me.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go on here. Sujith writes, they honored Logan. That's more than what Wonder Woman got. I mean, yeah, they honored Logan just by getting a nomination for sure. Jam X Z writes, I don't appreciate that you ignore my super chat. Sorry, man. I literally have like over 100 super chats here. If I missed one, I super apologize. Samantha Elliott writes, hearing them introduce the adapted screenplay category and saying based on novels and comic books was incredible in and of itself. Great times. You're right, Samantha. I mean, that really is a good indicator about the different way the whole genre is being looked at now by the Academy. And let's look, Logan not just getting the best adapted screenplay nomination. They've really highlighted Black Panther a lot tonight. We had Chadwick Boseman representing the comic book genre as well. I mean, we're showing a changing look at the genre. And don't get me wrong, I don't want comic book movies just nominated for the sake of being nominated. Logan earned it. And it's just all I want is when a comic book movie earns a spot, that it gets given the spot it earned. And that's all I ask. And Logan earned that best adapted screenplay nomination. And there were years that even though it earned it, it wouldn't have got the nomination. And it did this year. And I think that's significant. I think that's big. Let's see. Zachary writes, bet on rest of Oscar wins. Sorry, very limited space. Okay, I don't know what we have to bet, but we can certainly, Anna and I can certainly try. And Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Actress is to come. Best Director still to come. All right, we're back.
Yeah, but what are they betting?
Oh, I don't know. I love this actor.
At age 17, I enlisted in the National Guard. A few years later, I volunteered to go to Vietnam. Now, I'm proud to have served there for 12 months with Alpha Company, 3rd of the 39th Infantry. Anyone else? Now, as a veteran, I am always appreciative of filmmakers when filmmakers bring to the screen stories of those who have served. Over the years, 90 years of Academy Awards, a number of performances and movies with military themes have been honored at the Oscars. Let's take a moment now to pay tribute to these powerful films that shine a great spotlight on those who have fought for freedom around the world. Osio ale alihelisti iji yoskijig ale iji jadalake. Pardon.
That was nice that he spoke in French.
He knew what he was
I
saying.
that was not French. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
So much. Because they stand on a wall. And they say nothing's gonna hurt you tonight. Not on my watch.
You know how many men I've lost under my command? You tell yourself it happened.
Tom Hanks.
So you could save the lives of 2 or 3 or 10 others.
People ask me, why do you do it, man? They won't understand. It's about the men next to you.
The difference you think you can make with all this madness. Who gets you on?
Oh, I love that movie. Not Heartbreak Ridge. The one last year with Andrew Garfield. Why am I forgetting the name of it?
When you found me,
The one Mel Gibson directed.
and I was with the only brothers that I had left.
What's it called again?
So now I'm guessing it's going to be the Best Actor category, I think. Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Director, Best Picture. Oh, no, they haven't done cinematography yet.
No.
Military, the men and women here and overseas, for including Matt Damon in that montage.
That's all right.
There's your Matt Damon joke.
You deserve better than that. You really do. I also want to send best wishes to Barbara Streisand. She's fine, Barbara's fine, but she just went through something very serious. I don't know if you heard she had her dog cloned. And she had a dog that passed away cloned, and now she has 2 dogs that are identical to the original dog, which is a very difficult and expensive process. It's difficult because, first they have to find a dog that looks just like your dog, and then they have to tell you they cloned your dog. So, anyway, best wishes to Barbara and her dogs, Lentil and Yentl. In LA, even our pets are remakes. It's really something else. And by the way, to those who say we're all a bunch of out-of-touch Hollywood elites, I'll have you know that each of the 45 million Swarovski crystals on this stage tonight represents humility. Our next presenter has been in dozens of big movies, including Speed, Gravity, and Crash, which also happen to be the 3 main reasons never to get in a plane with Harrison Ford. Please welcome
Speed, Gravity, and Crash. So, yeah, so this should be cinematography, I think.
Wow, it's bright. It's bright. It's really bright. Guys, the set looks amazing. Everything looks really great, but the lighting is just really well lit. But can we just dim it just a little bit so I can go back to my 40s? Just a little lower. Ooh, 39, keep going, 39, 38, yes, that's, no, 35. No, that's a sweet spot, Thank goodness I'm not presenting with Gal Gadot tonight. It'd be like flipping in a mirror for her right now, you know what I'm saying? This next category recognizes those who create miracles with light. The image makers who visually dramatize the emotional potential.
So, cinematography. This will either be Blade Runner, or Dunkirk, I think.
Here are the 4 men and the 1 trailblazing woman who are nominated for achievement in cinematography. Blade Runner 2049, Roger A. Deakins.
Yeah, it'll either be Deakins.
Darkest Hour, Bruno Delvanel.
Darkest Hour is beautifully shot, too.
Dunkirk.
Yep.
Hoyte van Hoytema.
Hoyte van Hoytema. I've never pronounced his name right, but he may win an Academy Award tonight.
Rachel Morrison. The Shape of Water, Dan Laustsen.
All right, who's it going to be?
Roger A. Deakins.
And it's Blade Runner 2049. Okay, I thought maybe that Dunkirk would take it over it, but I mean the early favorite ended up being the one that took it. Deakins wins it for Blade Runner 2049. Certainly a gorgeous film to look at. Beautiful film to look at. Beautifully shot. Well deserved.
Hey, thank you. I guess I better say something else that'll give me a jet ski, and I don't see myself on a jet ski somehow. I want to share this with my wife for 27 years, James. Whatever. I want to share it with Andrew and Broderick and Denis Villeneuve. I really love my job. I've been doing it a long time, as you can see. But, one of the reasons I really love it is the people I work with, both in front of the camera and behind the camera. Some of my crew on Blade Runner I've been working with for over 30 years. And others I met for the first time in Budapest. And this is for every one of them. In fact, I got to say it's for us because it was a team. It was a really a team effort. Thank you very much.
Great speech. Heartfelt, short. Good win. Oh, Zendaya without Tom Holland.
Oh.
Oh, she's probably
This is
presenting.
me.
Yep. She's going to introduce This Is Me.
How come she's not in it?
She might be.
It was written by last year's winner of this category, Benj Pasek and Justin Paul.
This song is so much more than a piece of music. It has become an anthem for all of us who have ever had trouble.
The one thing that's great about this song, you've heard me mention this on the show lately. The one thing great about This Is Me is that it, in the one song, it captures the meaning and the spirit of the entire movie is encapsulated in this one song, and that's the one really great thing about it. Not to mention, this lady can belt.
I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break you down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut you down, and when the sin of blood wanna drown them out, I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. Wanna cut me down. I'm gonna send the flies, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is Bruce, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me.
The number itself in the movie is amazing. If you haven't seen Greatest Showman yet, treat yourself. Yeah. That should win Best Song. Okay, so now we're getting the last major awards for the evening. Let's see, where are we? Let's see, Min writes, last several years, the Best Picture winner also won a Screenplay Award. You think Get Out now has a higher chance of winning Best Picture? Yeah, I was mentioning that a little bit earlier. I think you got to completely reevaluate where Get Out may come in on its chances for Best Picture now at this point. I mean, I don't think it should, but it absolutely, you got to give it higher odds now than you did 15 minutes ago, for sure. Star-Lord writes, how's your day going? I've had a fabulous day, thank you. I did a show this morning, went to Universal Park, went to Fry's, did a little bit of tech shopping. The Oscars are on tonight. It's been a good day. Let's see. Gedge77 writes, over under 60%, there's a Matt Damon joke. Well, you missed it. They already did one. when he's talking about, I'm sorry to the men and women serving that they had to use Matt Damon in that montage. You deserve better than that. So they already did it. So you missed it. Chris, although the show's not over, they might even do another one still. Chris Oldfield writes, Lego Batman should have gotten nomination over Boss Baby. Again, it's so obvious that that's the case that I can't help but wonder if there was something that disqualified Lego Batman movie from being nominated. Because I mean, it's just so blatantly obvious that Lego Batman movie deserved that nomination well over Boss Baby. That I've got to believe there was something that made it ineligible, and I don't know that. I've never really looked into it. I should have, but I haven't looked into that at this point. So, but you got to think there's something up with that. Adam Griffin writes, Get Out won Best Feature yesterday at the Film Independent Spirit Awards. I'm not saying it'll win Best Picture, but some of the same voters crossover. Yes, some, but remember, I mean, a lot of the films that are also nominated for Best Picture of the Oscar were not eligible to be at the Spirit Awards. So, I mean, they're two totally different things. So I really wouldn't see, again, I think its win for Best Original Screenplay is the more possibly telling kind of thing there. So let's see. The Oscars are back. We're getting now into the final, the big four.
Our great band. We have some of the finest musicians in the world, led by our musical director Harold Wheeler here tonight. Harold, I do want to say something about Harold. Little known fact. Harold actually lives in this orchestra pit. We keep him underground like the clown from It at all times. Thank you, Harold. You're really making magic with that stick. Okay, our next presenter is an Oscar winner for this performance in the Best Picture for 1979, The Deer Hunter.
If anything happens, Mike, don't leave me over there. You got.
Oh, they've got Christopher Walken taking Casey Affleck's place, presenting Best Actress.
You gotta promise.
I was wondering who was going to be replacing him.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Academy Award winner for Best Actor Supporting Role in the 1979 Best Picture, The Deer Hunter, Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken. I can't do Christopher Walken. I shouldn't even try.
Where words fail, music speaks. These words by Hans Christian Andersen truly sum up the touch.
Oh no, he's presenting Best Song, of course. Sorry.
Filling the emotional spaces with
Never mind. He's not replacing Casey Affleck.
Here are the nominees for Best Original Score.
Oh, Best Score. I forgot that one was still to come.
Is it Hans Zimmer or John Williams?
Phantom Thread by Johnny Greenwood. The Shape of Water by Alexandre Desplat. Star Wars: The Last Jedi by John Williams. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri by Carter Burrow.
I think this will be another one for Dunkirk.
And the Oscar goes to Alexandre Desplat.
Oh!
This is the second Oscar and 9th nomination for Alexander Desplat.
Actually, well deserved. The score in Shape of Water was fantastic.
Budapest Hotel.
Merci, c'est fantastique. I'm very grateful to the Academy. My mother is also turning 90 this year, so I think she'll be very happy tonight. Yes, she's Greek, by the way. Now, Guillermo, thank you. Thank you for letting the music be the voice of your characters and convey the beautiful melancholy of love. That's for you. I wish you thank Miles Dale, Fox Searchlight, and the music department at Fox. all the musicians who played on the score and those downstairs here. And I wish to thank Queen Renee Fleming, Laura Engel, Ray Costa, my friend Katz, and Solre. You elevate my music, everything I write, by your musical genius. Thank you. But this is not for you, it's for our daughters, Ninon and Antonia.
Oh, that was lovely.
Please welcome Emily Blunt and Academy Award
Okay, now what?
nominee Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh, okay, now it's best song. If Lin-Manuel Miranda's coming out, they've got to be presenting for best song, right? Now it's best song?
Good evening. No matter where you're from, to be nominated for an Academy Award is to become part of a community. The film music of the past 90 years is part of our popular culture, encouraging us to lift our voices with passion, sometimes in praise, sometimes in protest.
The efforts of this year's nominated writers reflect a variety of backgrounds and musical styles. They've provided stirring anthems, a poetic meditation on love, a celebration of folklore, and pointed social observations. Once again, here are the nominees for Best Original Song.
Mighty River from Mudbound.
Now, I think it should be This Is Me, but I don't know. We'll find out here in a second.
Mystery of Love from Call Me By Your Name. Music and lyric by Sufjan Stevens. Remember Me from Coco. Music and lyric by Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez. Stand Up for Something from Marshall. Music by Diane Warren. Lyric by Lonnie Arlin and Diane Warren.
Yeah, I think Sterling's in that movie as well.
This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. Music and lyric by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul.
All right, let's see.
Mexico, Kristen Anderson Lopez and
Wow, This Is Me won. Well, I remember thinking the only one that could possibly beat This Is Me is Remember Me, but wow, I'm surprised. I'm shocked. Well, not shocked. I knew it was going to either be This Is Me or Remember Me, but I really thought it was going to be This Is Me.
We were gonna go for the jet ski, but we're from Brooklyn, so here we go. Thank you guys, thank you Academy. I really want to take a minute to look at this category of incredible nominated songwriters tonight. Not only are we diverse, but we are close to 50-50 for gender representation. When you look at a category like ours, it helps us imagine a world where all the categories look like this one.
Thanks to Lee Darla and everyone at Pixar for letting us be a part of this important celebration of Mexico music and family. Thanks to everyone who worked on and performed this song. And a shout out to our Frozen Broadway family on Broadway that's just finished with some previews.
Most of all, we thank our family, the Andersons and the Lopezes, and our daughters, Katie and Annie, who are here with us tonight. Your love and creativity inspire everything we do.
But this is not for you. This is for my mom who passed away. Everyone who knew her will always remember her.
That's sweet.
And now, please welcome Jennifer Garner.
Oh, I did miss Jennifer Garner. She's coming out to present something. What's there to present now?
Every storyteller knows that there is no joy without sorrow. Tonight, as we celebrate the achievements of our collaborators, we also
Oh, the In Memoriam.
of those
That's
who
right, they haven't done the In
brought
Memoriam yet.
through their passion for the movies. The work they left us, as Academy Award winner Audrey Hepburn said so beautifully, gives pleasure, creates beauty, awakens our conscience, arouses our compassion, and perhaps most importantly, gives millions a moment of respite in our violent world. Though no longer in our midst, their contributions endure. And now we remember their lives and their impact on motion pictures with a song from an inspirational artist we lost this past year. Here with this special performance of Tom Petty's Room at the Top, please welcome Eddie Vedder.
One of the things I love about the In Memoriam is that they don't just do the famous actors. They also do these people like the hairdressers, the people who the people in the business knew were really impactful on everything. Producers and things like that too. Oh, Harry Dean Stanton, I forgot he passed away this year.
I got a room at the top of the world tonight. I got a room at the top of the world tonight, and I ain't coming down. No, I ain't coming down.
You have to take things like they
Oh,
come.
it's been big.
Yeah.
Every day.
We can't run from who we are. Our destiny chooses us.
Yeah, Martin Landau.
He goes, why not? I go,
Glenn
why not?
Hadley.
Soon the whole group goes,
From one of the best comedies ever, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
My name is Bond. James Bond. You know, you're a movie star now. You give them what they want, you can get anything. I wish I could feel you tonight. Little one, you're so far away. I wanna reach out.
And George Romero. Wow, that was this year.
Yeah, like they do in those things in the movies. I love you, please love me. I'm not so bad, and I love you so.
Oh, Don Rickles.
I got a room at the top of the world tonight. I got a room at the top of the world tonight. I got a room at the top of the world tonight. I got a room at the top of the world tonight, and I ain't
Might as well like
Jerry
yourself.
Lewis.
Just think about all the time you're gonna have to spend with you.
No, I ain't coming down. No, I ain't coming down.
Nice performance of the song too. It was really good. All right, so now I guess we're getting down to the final majors. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Let's see here. Sujith writes, Zendaya was stunning. Well, yes. Well, she's a beautiful girl. I mean, absolutely she is. Kellex writes, only really liked one original song, Mystery of Love. Manuel Fernandez writes, will there be an In Memoriam? Well, there was. Yeah, normally it's earlier in the show. Like, if I'm not mistaken, don't they normally do that In Memoriam? Like more like midway through the show or a little bit earlier? I think that's the latest in the Oscar presentation I ever remember them doing. This is why I actually forgot about it for a second. The In Memoriam is usually like one of my favorite parts of the show. Manuel Fernandez writes, please ignore Memoriam chat. What a coincidence. I don't understand what that means, but okay. Helder de Alameda writes, thanks, John, for sharing this moment with us. Oh, it's my pleasure, man. It's just, I love doing this. I got to do this more often. Like watching the Oscars, and I feel like I'm watching with you guys, which is really, really cool. I've been enjoying that. So now, if I'm not mistaken, I said this earlier, but I totally forgot about the Best Song Award and the Best Score and Cinematography. But now I think we're down to the final four. I can't think of any of the other ones are still to come. I think we're down to the final four now. Actor, actress, director, Best Picture. So Let's see where we're at. I mean, actor is probably going to be Gary Oldman. Actress, not 100% sure.
Here on ABC.
It all started
Director,
when right out of the darkness.
not even sure anymore. I thought it was going to be down between two guys. I thought it was going to be Christopher Nolan for Dunkirk or Del Toro for Shape of Water. But again, with Get Out winning Best Original Screenplay, now I got to wonder if you got to put Peele in that, if it's a 3-horse race for Best Director, which I don't think it should be, but I got to wonder if that's the case now. If Peele now, with that win in Screenplay, moves up from the bottom of the pack of the Best Director nominees, now up into that top 2, top 3. We'll have to see. And then, of course, the Best Picture race. I thought it was a 3-movie race between Dunkirk, Shape of Water, and 3 Billboards. But now I got to wonder if you got to add Get Out into that mix as well. So we're heading into the final stretch here. We're going to know in just a couple of minutes what what we're going to get. Let's see here.
When you drop a 603 horsepower V8 bi-turbo into one of Mercedes-Benz finest luxury sedans.
I always love it when I get a notification from Patreon telling me a new person signed up for Patreon. Thank you so much to all you guys who are my Patreon supporters, by the way. You make it totally possible for me to do what we do here. So yeah, we're getting close to wrapping up. So I didn't know who that was walking out with Emma Stone. So Emma Stone will obviously present for the Best Actor because she won Best Actress last year. But Casey Affleck, who won Best Actor, is not going to present to the Best Actress this year, so I don't know who's going to present there. So here we go, Best Actor Award. Here we go. Is it going to be Gary Oldman or is it going to be Daniel Day-Lewis? Let's find out.
It is the director whose indelible touch is
Oh,
reflected in every frame. It is the director who.
But she won Best Actress last year. She should be presenting Best Actor.
Works with every member of the crew to further the
Okay, I guess she's presenting Best Director. So they're breaking the tradition.
Movie and turns it into a work of art. These 4 men and Greta Gerwig created their own masterpieces this year. They are the nominees
Nice.
for achievement in directing. Christopher Nolan, Dunkirk. Jordan Peele, Get Out. Greta Gerwig, Lady Bird.
All right, let's see what happens here. Like I said, I thought it was going to be Nolan or Guillermo del Toro, but I've seen a lot of curveballs tonight. Anything can happen here. Best Director. All right, who is it?
And the Oscar goes to Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro. Okay, so that one stayed a little bit more on course where I thought it would be.
The 4th nomination for Guillermo del Toro and his first Oscar win.
It's his first Oscar, and well deserved. I mean, Shape of Water. It's a great concept. It has great performances in it. Solid script. That movie's about its direction, and the hand that Guillermo del Toro gave it, and so well deserved. Well deserved.
So Guillermo and Kobe have the same amount of Oscars.
Yeah, so now Guillermo del Toro and Kobe Bryant each have the same amount of Oscars.
Like Gael, like Salma, and like many, many of you. And in the last 25 years, I've been living in a country all of our own. Part of it is here, part of it is in Europe, part of it is everywhere. Because I think that the greatest thing our art does and our industry does is to erase the lines in the sand. We should continue doing that.
What a great line. The best thing our art does is erase the lines in the sand. I love that line. That's beautiful. Can you check that?
In 2014, they came to listen to a mad pitch with some drawings and the story.
No, just ask who it is.
And they believe that the
You have to hold it down.
woman
Who is it?
the style of Douglas
You need to
Sirk
come
and a
in.
music and a thriller was a sure.
Who is it? Oh, it's Ray. Did you hold the button down long enough?
The people that have come with me all the
Yes,
way
okay.
Kimmy, Robert,
He's probably gonna
Gary,
eat this
Wayne,
pizza.
and Joe,
He can eat the pizza.
and my kids.
Ray and my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law just got back from Universal. We came back early enough to watch the Oscars, but they just got back now.
My father thanks you. My brothers and sisters thank you. And I thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, you can tell how much it means to him. I forgot that they were coming back.
I thought they left already.
Which evening show were they watching?
The light show.
Which light show? The one at the castle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey
yeah.
guys,
Come in.
come on in.
It's almost. It's like to the last of the awards.
Yes, you're getting lost. Now, I'm going to warn you, I'm streaming live right now. We got thousands of people watching right now. So don't say anything
No, you don't have to be
racist
quiet.
or homophobic or, you know.
I'll just won't show. Are you streaming right now?
I'm streaming right now.
Is that food?
That's, yes. And just said Ray's going to go for the pizza as soon as he gets in.
How was
Yes,
it?
go for it. Go for it. How do you like the light show?
It was beautiful. We watched it twice.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Because we were at the restaurant thing, and then they were trying to watch it from the side, and I told them it's better at the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if any more comments have come in from you guys here.
Wait, so
Let's
who's
see.
won? Who won so far?
A whole bunch of people.
The big one.
They're not. They're just getting to the big ones now. Okay, Brendan Mills writes, I know I send some stupid messages, but John, I really do love the show, and I'm so glad you're sharing this with your fans. It's a treat. Well, thank you so much, Brendan. This has been a treat for me. I've been really, really loving this. Kellix writes, why no Tom Petty in memoriam? He was in Postman. Yeah, but he wasn't really... He's eating the rest of my pizza.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was in... Tom Petty wasn't a movie personality. I mean, he might have been appeared in a movie once, but he wasn't a movie personality, so I don't think that qualifies him for in memoriam. That's the first ad for House of Cards, minus Kevin Spacey that I've seen. Interesting. Brendan Mills writes, also, how do I watch the Patreon exclusive show? LOL. I've been sending out these little behind-the-scenes videos, which has been a lot of fun, but it's for team members, but I'll cover that in another video. Sujith writes, congrats to Del Toro, congrats to Del
Toro won.
Yeah, Benicio Del Toro won Best Director.
Benicio.
Sorry, Guillermo, not Benicio. Benicio took up directing? No, not yet, sorry. Let's see. Keelix writes, Del Toro's direction was masterful, perfection in my opinion. I don't know if I'd say perfection, but it was well-deserved. I mean, it was a beautifully directed film. Yeah, really, I mean, if he won it, super happy for him. If Christopher Nolan won, I would have been totally thrilled with that as well. Either one of those two, I think was a no-brainer. Adam Griffin writes, interesting lack of trailers during the program. Yeah, right? I mean, there was that Mary Poppins one, but there really wasn't any other trailers besides that. Okay, we're back. Now it's actor, actress, and best picture.
You might as well stay for this.
We are facing a crisis.
We have been forced into a conflict that might is light.
I'm just going to sum the
Round
whole
one.
thing up in one word. It's undignified.
Only John's the one on the camera anyway.
Yeah, I'm the only one that the camera's on.
I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians, but I'm not a quitter.
Serious question. Who won the short doc? Do you remember? Do you know?
Oh, Kobe.
Short doc. Oh, the Kobe.
Oh,
He
yeah.
won?
Kobe
Kobe won?
Bryant won an Oscar.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't short doc. That was short animated feature.
Yeah, but that's the one I know.
Short anime, yeah, Kobe won.
And I believe that now.
Was he there?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
That's why Ann was just saying, now Kobe Bryant and Benicio Del Toro have the same amount of Oscars.
Guillermo.
Did I say Benicio again? I keep saying Benicio.
How was the opening monologue? Any good?
It was all right. They played it very safe.
Oh my God, the Queen.
Okay, so that's how they're dealing with Casey Affleck not being there. They're lessening the awkwardness by not having last year's Best Actress winner present to the Best Actor. They're getting two former Academy Award winners present.
I don't know who the girl on the left is.
Jane Fonda and Mira.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. I know.
That's Hollywood royalty on the stage right there.
honored to have been asked to present together.
We're honored to be asked to present the Best Actor award to Gary Oldman.
We found out he's older than we are.
You guys go sit on the couch.
That made a point. I mean, that's an anomaly, really, isn't it, here in Hollywood?
Well, just stretching.
An older man with a younger woman. From the 1960s to
beautiful.
present, we have both witnessed and experienced so many changes in politics, in fashion, in film, in science, technology, and now between women and men, in public and in private. And like all of you, we have embraced some of those changes, we've fought against some of them, we've sought new ideas and new understandings.
And what was once considered groundbreaking soon becomes the norm, right? But there is one constant, a constant that unites us. We have been and always will be mesmerized by the power of a great performance.
Here are the nominees for a performance by an actor in a leading role. Timothy Chalamet, Call Me By Your Name.
Chalamet.
I can't believe you changed it again. Oh, I changed it a little bit. Yeah, why? I just played it the way Busoni would have played it if he'd altered Liszt's version. And what is wrong with Bach, the way Bach would have played Bach? Bach never wrote it for the guitar. In fact, we're not even sure Bach wrote it. Forget I asked.
How old is this kid? Like 23?
Exactly.
Daniel Day-Lewis, last performance. The last movie he says he's ever going to perform in.
They're going to give it to him.
Maybe. It's either him or Gary Oldman.
It's gonna be a musical.
I think it's going to be Gary Oldman.
Daniel Kaluuya.
M'Baku. Sorry, not M'Baku. It's Wakabi. He played Wakabi.
Oh, even the way he
Oh, I'm
does...
digging this bald head.
Oh, yeah.
Get Out.
Come on. That'd be crazy for you.
Are you sad, dear?
You didn't call anyone?
No.
Why not?
Oh, just like Jordan Peele didn't man. Forget out.
Yes, he won Best Screenplay.
Yeah.
I gotta rewind this thing like Kevin.
Yeah, he won.
Jordan Peele.
Wakabi.
Oh my god, that's him?
There's your winner,
Yeah, exactly.
Gary Oldman.
That was him in that woman?
Yes.
What's your name? Makeup.
He's playing Winston Churchill.
I take full responsibility. Really? Really? Yes, sir. It is the reason I sit in this chair.
Wait, you want your cupcake now?
You guys got cupcakes too?
Did you get another Simpsons donut?
Yeah, we did.
You did get another one?
We got two.
Oh my god.
To take home.
It's me, George. Because I never experienced the other side.
Eat
I'm
fest.
the defendant and the plaintiff simultaneously. I file against myself. I represent myself. I convict myself. Thereby expanding the full scope of the legal desert because the judgment's filled in. The only thing left is
What's that box?
forgiveness, and I grant that today.
I want to see this. Oh, his wife is not there today.
Here it is. Gary Oldman wins. That's yep.
That was so fast.
As expected. Gary Oldman, and it's well deserved. I thought there was like a 15% chance they might have gone with Daniel Day-Lewis. But Gary Oldman, hey, look, for the longest time, Gary Oldman was considered the greatest actor in the world not to have an Academy Award on his mantle. And he can now proudly give that title up. That title's now going to have to go to somebody else. But now who takes up that title? Who takes up the title?
He hasn't won one yet?
No, he's never won before.
Oh, so this is his first time too?
It's his first time winning, yeah.
Sirius Black.
Yeah, he's Sirius Black.
Harry Potter.
My deepest thanks to the Academy and its members
He's in Harry Potter.
for this this glorious prize.
He's waited a long time for this. So now the question I'm going to ask the rest of you guys. Who now takes up that title? Who is now the title holder of the best actor not to have an Academy Award? Who holds that title now? I'm going to have to think about that for a little while.
Will Smith.
Will Smith, Ray says.
Denzel, of course, has won one.
Yeah, Denzel's has got him.
Olive.
Daniel Day-Lewis has got him, so.
Olive.
And now Oscar.
Mom?
Um,
Yes.
The movies
What's that?
Are you done?
No, yeah, go for it.
Their power captivated a young man from South London and gave him a dream.
Oh, just come back.
And Douglas Urbanski, my dear friend and brother, you have helped keep that dream.
I mean, Olive from the Harry Potter, right? One more time. Like 2 more
you
times.
did?
Was it good?
There's no one there.
Oh, good for you. Did Mom go on or no?
No.
So did the passes help? Or?
Yeah.
Well worth the wait. Thank you, Kazu, Lucy, David.
That writing is so funny.
And really, Darkest Hour, it's more than just his performance. It's the movie's amazing. It's a fantastic, fantastic film. And Russell Crowe does have an Oscar, yeah.
On this film, thank you, Eric Fellner, Tim Bevan, Lisa Bruce.
But yeah, I mean, this was the best performance of Gary Oldman's career. And so thrilled that he won it.
And of course, Jim Osborne. I would just like to salute Sir Winston Churchill, who has been marvellous.
Yes.
Company on what
Shout out to Winston Churchill.
An incredible journey. And
I wonder if some hip hop artists in the UK will make a Hamilton version of Churchill.
Alfie, Gully, Charlie, William, my remarkable.
Did you see that front row of Power? There's like Denzel, Meryl Streep. None of them are with their significant others.
Oh, they've been to the show so many times.
Obviously, I'm not going to win the ski.
Because Denzel usually has his wife next to him at the show.
I would like to thank my mother, who is older than the Oscar. She is 99 years young.
Oh, wow.
Next birthday.
Wow.
She's watching the ceremony from the comfort
Does
of her
Brad
sofa.
Pitt have an Oscar? I don't think so.
Who?
Brad Pitt.
No, Brad Pitt does not have an Oscar. He could be up there.
Michael Caine.
I'm bringing Oscar.
Michael Caine? Did you say that?
Oh, does he not have an Oscar?
Oh, I don't know.
Now look at that. That's interesting to know.
But he's
Wow, good for Gary Oldman. Good for Gary Oldman. All right, now it's Best Actress.
So who would like to begin today? I'm going to tell you something I have never told anyone.
Oh.
Oh yeah, he's one.
You change your dreams and then you grow up. And I'm tired. Problem is, this is the only thing I ever felt good doing.
Now I'm sure of one thing at least.
Want to be perfect. Practically perfect in the
Oh.
Nearly missed it. We've got our chance. You can
It's Captain Marvel.
Sandra Bullock won for Blindside.
She won for Blindside, yes.
Best Actress?
I believe so, yeah.
Or supporting?
Actress.
Dang, I like that movie, but I didn't know.
Oh, you betcha, yeah. God, I love you.
Now, I think Frances McDormand takes this.
But that's the movie.
We'll see.
That's the movie I feel like watching. I don't even know what it's about.
What?
The 3 Billboards movie.
Oh, I love it. I love that movie.
Does it have to do with murder?
It has to do with anger.
Oh, okay.
It's a movie about. I mean, it's at the heart of it is a murder. There's a murder at the heart of it, but it's about how anger just erodes every type of person. Oh, hi, Jodie Foster limping
she's
out.
back.
Why is she a giant?
This is Jodie Foster is tiny.
Sorry, what happened to you?
Streep.
What?
She out-Tanya'd me.
She Tanya'd me.
But you know.
Did you flip her off?
No, it's cool. You know, she tripped me once. But we're gonna not talk about that. We're gonna get on with it, aren't we?
Why is she
We need
giant?
reasons. I get it.
Jesus.
She's always so nice at the luncheon. When she's acting. Oh.
You wait. What is so powerfully evident about the past recipients of this Academy Award is the strength of the women, not just that of the characters they portrayed on screen, but in many cases the actors.
Wow, they're breaking tradition again. They have women presenting for Best Actress.
In their real life journey to the Oscar stage.
It's a new day in Hollywood with new challenges ahead for all of us. But none of us will ever forget those who came before us, those who blazed a trail for my generation and for those to come, like Jodie, who gave me one of my first jobs when I was 19 and has inspired me every day since.
What job was
Oh,
that?
was that in the
Winter's
Panic
Bone?
Room? Oh,
Dude, I don't know. I don't know. Did Jodie Foster or was it Panic Room? But it wasn't Panic Room. Panic Room was
I love Panic Room.
the girl from Twilight.
Performance by an
Oh,
actress in a
Kristen
leading
Stewart.
role.
You didn't even mess up.
I said best. I wasn't supposed to. Sally Hawkins, The Shape of Water.
I don't think Sally has a chance at this.
Every time. Every day. Now.
He's a villain, right?
What's that?
He's a villain in the
No.
song? Oh, she's deaf?
No, she's a mute.
Oh, okay. I'm like the worst guesser.
Frances McDormand. 3 billboards.
I think this should go to Frances. I think she should win this.
You're out of nowhere looking so pretty. You ain't trying to make me believe in reincarnation or something, are you? Because you're pretty, but you ain't her. She got killed. Now she's dead forever. I do thank you for coming, though.
That was an interesting choice of scenes to show for it.
Margot Robbie.
I mean, like, Margot Robbie's got a shot at
Outside
this.
top.
No one if I can't. I can't see. I'm not. I mean, I'm not some monster. I'm just trying to do the best with what I know how to. And you're giving me it's like you're giving me a life sentence. You can't.
Kobe Bryant has the same amount of Oscars as Leonardo DiCaprio.
Please,
The worst.
just send me to jail and then I can still skate. Saoirse Ronan, Lady Bird.
Give me a number.
I don't understand.
You give me a number for how much it costs to raise me, and I'm gonna get older and make a lot of money and write you a check for what I owe you so that I never have to speak to you again.
Well, I highly doubt that you will be able to get a job good enough to do that.
Oh, I want to watch this now. It's like the next June.
Meryl Streep, The Post.
Streep was so good in The Post.
It's funny how no one clapped for her. It's just like...
Legacy.
Look at that T. Hanks.
And this is no longer my father's company.
Don't anyone ever accuse T.
No longer
Hanks.
my husband's
Yeah.
company.
Of being too nice.
Yeah.
And anyone who thinks otherwise.
Of cornering you into nice-dom.
And the Oscar goes to
That's a cool layout.
Frances McDormand. Okay, so yeah.
What's
Well
that?
deserved.
Best picture?
Best actress. Yes, Frances McDormand wins Best Picture.
No, I meant what's left. What's left?
Yes, all that's left is Best Picture. That's the last one left to go.
Well, in some people's books, she might be Best Picture. It's not. It was always like that's borderline me.
And this year's Best Picture goes to Meryl Streep for Best Picture.
So I'm hyperventilating a little bit. If I fall over, pick me up because I've got some things to say.
Oh.
Oh, she's gonna get real right now.
So I think this is what Chloe Kim must have felt like after doing back-to-back 1080s in the Olympic half pipe. Did you see that? Okay, that's what it feels like.
Oh my gosh, she just gave a shout out.
I think this is her second win.
Is it really?
Yeah. She won her first one for Fargo. Yeah, Sting directed 3 Billboards?
Did he really?
No. It's the guy who looks like Sting.
Oh, yeah.
McDonough.
Okay, Anne. Misleading everybody. Now mom's gonna go to work saying Steve's
were well raised by their feminist mothers.
Okay.
They value themselves, each other, and those around them. I know you are proud of me, and that fills me with everlasting joy. And now I want to get some perspective. If I may be so honored, to have all the female nominees in every category stand with me in this room tonight. The actors, Meryl, if you do it, everybody else will. Come on.
Meryl, if you do it, everyone else will.
Oh, she looks unhappy right there. Who was that? No, there's Best Picture. Probably one more commercial break.
She sounds like the Joker.
Because we all have stories to tell and projects we need finance. Don't talk to us about it at the parties tonight. Invite us into your office in a couple days, or you can come to ours, whichever suits you best, and we'll tell you all about them. I have 2 words to leave with you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Inclusion rider.
I don't know.
I don't know what that meant either, but I'm sure there are people who do know what it means. She's a powerhouse, McDonough.
Woody Harrelson's so high. He's like, what just happened?
McDormand is just so good. Okay, so the last one to go is Best Picture.
She should take the envelope and then switch it.
And then switch it with some.
With her.
See, it says right there, Best Picture on the envelope. See the big, huge letters so they don't have the same mix-up. All right, I will read the final questions and comments, the final comments of the evening, and then we're just going to all watch the Best Picture thing unravel. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Jesse the Savage says, now the lawsuit for Shape of Water. Yeah, we got to see. That's still an unfolding story, right? Still an unfolding story. We got to see how that goes. Kellex writes, Del Toro's direction was masterful perfection. Adam writes, I already read this. Lack of trailers. Bamboozle says, I feel kind of rude being here now. Samantha Elliott writes, it's an achievement for an indie to have more live viewers than a number of big corporate channels, Collider, etc., Oscar streams. Nice work, John. Oh, well, thank you. Doesn't matter about the comparison. I'm just happy you guys are here, and we're having a good time watching this together. But thank you for the kind words. Sujith writes, Oldman rocks. So happy for him. I agree. So happy for him. This guy, for the longest time, had that title. Best actor not to have an Oscar yet. And now he does. And so I'm sure that's a title he's very happy to give up. Helder de Alameda writes, it's you, John Campia. You don't have an Oscar yet. That's right. I am the best actor in the world not to have an Oscar yet. I want to know what the hell the problem is. Trey Finn offers a suggestion. Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal's not a bad nominee for that best actor right now who doesn't have an Academy Award. That's not a bad pick. And Kevin Guy writes, love the stream. Where did you get that jacket? Got this handed to me by Joss Whedon, actually, at an Avengers press event. I think everybody who was there got these. I just happened to get mine handed to me by Joss Whedon, so that's why I still have this one. I like this one very much. Taika Waititi.
What is he doing? Oh, fresh off the boat.
Fresh off the boat, lady. Or they're probably promoting a camera, a phone. Just movie making?
Walmart.
Oh, it's another Walmart one?
I don't know. Samsung? It looks like Samsung.
I can't tell. I know
It's the camera.
This has to be
or
Samsung.
the phone, I mean.
Has to be Samsung. Yeah.
Is it Samsung 9? Okay.
So much money. Who's on the left? Who was that on the left? Was that the Resident Evil girl? No, it wasn't, right?
No.
Okay, last category. Here it is. Best Picture.
Animal Actors wins.
Animal Actors wins Best Pictures.
That was the best show ever.
It's
the cutest.
Frances McDormand gets an Emmy for the speech he gave at the Oscars because that was absolutely unbelievable.
All right, here we go.
I wish I was a woman. I really do. It's been a great evening, and we're about to present the final award of the night. This is the home stretch. Nothing could possibly go wrong from here on.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Oh, did you see what they didn't do this year? The Oscar president didn't come out and give a speech this year.
Yes.
I'm so glad they are bringing out Beatty and Dunaway again to make up for last year. I love that they're doing that. Because it wasn't their fault. What happened last year wasn't their fault.
Please let it happen. Here we go.
Oh, wow, standing ovation.
The smallest text.
Standing ovation.
Thank you. It's so nice seeing you again.
Now, here are the nominees for Best Picture.
Come on, best
All right,
picture.
best picture. Let's go. 3 billboards.
Oh, I like the way they did the red on their logo.
Yeah. Looks nice.
They can't do without you. It's a very demanding man.
How many is there? There's 9?
9 nominees this year. 9 or 8, I can't remember.
What's your pick?
3 billboards is my pick.
All the time. All your rules and your clothes and your money, everything is the game. Whatever you do.
It'll be the post.
What's my pick? Dark Tower.
It would definitely be a dark horse if it did win.
No.
So good though.
Yeah.
You have the full weight of the world on your shoulders.
Are there any films that you didn't see that are nominated?
No.
You seen all of them?
Seen them all.
Was Jordan Peele there to accept the award?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Of course.
This is my pick for Best Picture. Since Logan isn't nominated, 3 billboards will be my pick for Best Picture.
I don't think those billboards is very fair.
That looks like Eisenberg. Jesse Eisenberg in the car.
What's the matter with you saying that stuff on TV? There's a lot of good friends of Bill Willoughby in this town.
Oh! Does that happen?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can't watch this then.
That's just the shortest scene.
It's just for a second.
Still.
So what do you do right here? Read books, swim at the river, go out at night. Sounds fun.
Oh, to see without my eyes.
Shouldn't have said anything. Just pretend you never did.
That you kissed me.
Army Hammer.
Army Hammer.
Batman.
Nature has
Hammy Army.
ways of finding our weakest spot.
Oh, Mom, don't watch.
Call me by your
They're not old now. Go on.
They're not old enough.
It would be, although Get Out One, it'd be interesting to see Jason Blum walk up on stage to receive a Best Picture.
For a third term if I could. Good to see an old brother.
He runs Blumhouse.
Something wrong?
Man, I swear that guy looks like Dave Chappelle. When
He does,
turns.
right? He looks like a younger Dave
Yeah, I
Chappelle.
always thought it
Totally
was
does.
Dave Chappelle. Dang. But then in the other scene, it's not.
You have the chosen. There's no need to worry.
Oh, he's in the Runaways. The guy was waiting. He's one of the dads.
Oh, yeah, he is.
The dads.
Yeah.
Who?
The smart dads. The smart dad.
No, that's James Marsden from Buffy.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was Durkin, whatever his name.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's not him.
Dunkirk could win.
Oh, what a tense movie.
We shall never surrender.
Do you have the papers?
Then again, the Post could win too. I mean, it's.
That might win. You know.
T. Hanks isn't even there.
Oh, Hanks isn't even
I
there?
didn't see him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Nixon will muster the full power of the presidency, and if there's a way to destroy
Guess
you,
he's not nominated.
I'm asking your advice, Bob, not
Wait a second.
the way they lied. Those days have to be over.
I showed you that.
What does it say?
just gonna hate me.
Wow.
I just don't want Lady Bird to win.
Why?
So I didn't like it.
It's the worst movie out of all of them?
Well, a lot of people, look, tons and tons of people love it. Okay, I'm one of the very only people in the world who didn't like it.
She has a big heart, your mom. I want you to be the very best version of yourself that you can be.
What if this is the best version?
And Shape of Water could win it.
I say, perhaps I would just warn you. A tale of love and loss. And a monster who tried to destroy it all. I can't either save him or let him die.
Oh, you still haven't seen that, have you? I love that movie. All right, here it is. Best Picture.
Get it right.
Get it right.
Oh.
La La Land.
Oh
Wow, The Shape of Water. I thought it would come down to Three Billboards and Shape of Water. Ended up being Shape of Water. There you go. I mean, I thought Three Billboards. I said the other one I could see beating it was Shape of Water.
Well, he went for director. So.
Yeah, but it doesn't always go to the same person. Wow. Hey, I got no complaints. I mean, I would have picked Three Billboards, but I love this movie so much I have no complaints. No complaints with Shape of Water winning. Good for Benicio.
How many times has Octavia been on the stage? I feel like she wins a lot too.
Or presents a lot, yeah. And see Guillermo double-checked the card and said, yep, it's us. We won.
Benicio.
Benicio. Good for Benicio. Angel Chang says, now Kevin Hart becomes the best actor to not win an Oscar. And Video Punks writes, would it have been possible for Doug Jones to receive a nomination? Oh, no. Doug Jones didn't deserve a nomination for that. I mean, he's great doing what he does, but no.
Is he on the stage right now?
Where's
the dad from Step Brothers?
Yeah, he was nominated for Best Supporting Actor this year. Is Doug Jones on the stage right now? I didn't see him.
I don't see him either. Unless he's to the left of her.
I mean, he might be busy shooting Star Trek, but yeah, unless he's to the left or to the right. I hope they pull the camera back. I want to see if Doug Jones is on stage. I didn't see.
I was a kid enamored with movies growing up in Mexico. Thought that this could never happen. It happened.
Alex writes, and the best picture goes to Grinding Nemo.
Using our fantasy to tell the stories about the things that are real in the world today. You can do it. Close that door. Kick it open.
Shape of Water won Best Picture.
Thank you very much.
Wow. That guy's right. Here comes the lawsuit.
Yeah, now here comes the lawsuit.
What lawsuit?
There's a play that
is saying it's the same story.
Oh, they turned off the guy's mic.
Oh no.
Why?
They turned off the producer's mic. They're not letting him say anything.
Now that's the mess up this year.
That's fucked up.
Well, that's how it's supposed to go, I guess, right?
This Oscars is really botching the end of the shows.
I just wanted to say that this Guillermo, it's his art and it's everything. We thank him for letting us do that.
That's right, Guillermo del Toro.
Where is Doug Jones? He's not on it.
Yeah, I don't see him there. He must be on set. He must be shooting something.
He must be in the lawsuit.
He must be in the lawsuit.
What's going on?
So they cut them off so they could give out the jet ski.
They said whoever had the shortest acceptance speech gets a jet ski this year.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
What
like,
is this Oscar
it was like
becoming?
Price is Right.
I can't believe this. That's so awkward. For the
Sue just says, congrats to Shape of Water. Can't complain. Disappointing for Noah, Nolan, and Dunkirk, though. Yeah, but I didn't really think it would be them. I thought it was the other two. But so, guys, that will do it for these 3.5 hours, almost 4 hours of Stream the Bot. Thank you for watching the Oscars with me, guys. This has been a lot of fun. The fact that you guys have kind of hung in there and watched it with us is kind of great. I had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time. I know it's probably a little bit boring watching me eat pizza sometimes, but thanks for being here with me, guys. So that'll do it for me, for this little presentation we've been doing. Don't forget the John Campea Show. I'll send all the show notes to you later, Ray, so Ray can make the graphics. Thanks for joining me, guys. My name's John Campea, and until the next video tomorrow morning, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, you want...